Well, now that we're into the show, so I have to point something out while we were setting up these new record holders.
Whoa!
Wow. Look at those new record holders. Matt, when you're editing, zoom into them really close again like I did with the thing on my computer.
The Godzilla thing,
Keep zooming. Keep zooming.
The highlight of our sad
don't
week.
you fucking stop zooming. Okay, good. While we were setting those up, I went to take a piss in your bathroom, Patrick.
My bathroom?
Yes, I don't know why I turned to look to Mark.
Is there a brown thing in there?
He thinks we're all the same.
So here's what I have to say. Two things about your bathroom.
What about
and
my
I don't want to
bathroom?
talk shit, but two things. Number one.
Yeah.
There was a dairy milk bag in the trash, which implies to me that somebody brought a dairy milk bag into the bathroom
That's not.
finished it while they were using the bathroom, and then threw it out.
I think that was Malcolm.
That was Malcolm.
I took the Oreo dairy milk out of the box. I bit it, and I was like, "This has gone bad because it's been open for so long."
Was that what was in the toilet?
So I spit it out, and then I threw it out.
Oh my god! I was literally about to start talking shit and be like, Patrick, I went to piss and there was a turd in your toilet. It was the Oreo.
It was the Oreo.
Oh
dairy
my
milk.
Gross!
God.
You didn't flush it? You just threw it and didn't
I
flush it?
thought I flushed it.
Didn't we eat that last week or 2 weeks
No,
ago?
we haven't. We ate that.
It's
We
been
ate
open
the
for a long
egg
time.
one.
No, I tried
dairy
the-
milk with.
No, but I tried the Oreo one
Oh
too.
no, you did. That's right.
Well, that's.
I always felt like something was a little bit off about it. But
You jumped away from the records too quickly. I just wanted to comment on how it's a pretty interesting dynamic between The Weeknd and George Harrison next to each other.
It is. It's good because
Yeah.
we'll be able to swap out
Beautiful.
the records like every week with
Yeah.
different ones.
That's
feel
not
like-
why it's interesting though. That's a completely different point.
Okay, sure.
yeah,
You
I
just
feel
took my
like-
point and just threw it in the garbage.
I feel like you jumped too quickly away from the fact that Malcolm put garbage and chocolate
Honestly,
in
at
your
this
toilet.
point, I'm just used to his shenanigans.
I was so convinced. I was about to come on here and be like, "Yeah, Patrick, somebody like took a tiny shit in your toilet and just left it.
just a,
Very
small,
tiny
just a
shit.
small
Just
one.
a small shit."
I'm-
and then
I'm
left
destroying
it.
everything.
Mark's hitting everything right now. Anyways, how's everybody doing?
I'm good. I was actually editing.
It's quick how quick you said. It's crazy how quick. I'm good. Actually, I was.
I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually
There you go.
editing a few clips last week,
Sure.
and my mom was in the kitchen cooking something while I was editing the clips, like nearby.
Sure.
And it was a clip of us, multiple one. Oh my god, I hate myself. It was a clip of a few of us laughing,
Mhm.
right? And it plays through, and there's this laugh. She goes, "Oh, Mark has such a weird laugh," and I was like, "Wait, what?" I wasn't even paying
was
attention.
it
to
when
who
I
was
was,
laughing.
laughing hard?
Well, here's what happened. I rewind it and I played it through. She's not watching. She's still cooking. She's not looking at anything. And then she hears the laugh. She goes, "Stop! That's the laugh. Mark has such a weird
Why
laugh."
did she assume it was me?
And then I was like, "Mom, that's me laughing."
Oh
And she
no!
was like, "What? No, that can't be you."
That can't be.
Fast forward 15 minutes. I'm editing a different clip.
Mm.
She goes,
There it is
"There's
again.
that laugh again, Mark. That has to be Mark."
Why
Oh
is she
my
saying it's
God.
me?
She goes, "That has to be Mark." I'm like, "Mom, that's me."
Mm.
A third separate instance, a third clip.
Mm.
She goes, "Okay, this one is Mark, I'm certain." She comes to look. It's me laughing. She's like, "Oh, you have such a weird laugh."
Is it the high pitched one?
She just finally concedes.
Is it the
yeah, it's the
high-pitched?
high-pitched one.
Yep.
Yeah, so I feel like it's just one of those things where you feel like your mom is supposed to be the one that always hypes you up,
Mm.
but she just completely gave up. She's like, "Oh, you just have such a weird laugh."
Mm. She wasn't like, "Oh, that's a fun laugh. It's a funny."
It's not
laugh.
a fun laugh. It's not a funny laugh. Because
You're a
But she
terrible
was
son.
trying to stick up for you. She's like, "Nah, it's got to be Mark."
but then she just gave up.
Yeah, what,
Throw Mark under the
why
bus.
did you think it was definitely me?
I don't know. She's like, "Mark has a weird laugh, doesn't he?" I was like, "What do you mean?" when has she heard you laugh?
She
I don't
thinks
know.
lesser of you.
I don't know.
Anyways,
But that's my little story.
Mark, Malcolm, how are you while we get rolling?
Busy.
That's
You're busy?
I agreed.
I'm all right.
Busy.
Nothing crazy going on. Just living
I'm a
life.
busy bee.
Why are our lives so boring?
Speaking
I
of
don't know.
bees,
Oh.
I've been killing a lot of wasps lately.
You
I
have?
just take there's a lot of wasps in my work. I don't know why, so I take my gloves. Whenever they get close, I just fucking slap them.
Oh my god.
And then as they're on the floor, like struggling, I'll just like slowly like push out their needle, and then I'll just stomp on them.
You know,
Aren't you wearing like
There's
work
something-
boots?
Yeah.
Well, you could just stomp on them. You don't have to pop the needle out.
I
with
want
a
you.
stinger.
So that sounds like you were torturing it.
Also,
no,
yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's typical of many serial killers.
That's what I was about to say. There's
Yup.
something called the homicidal triad,
Malcolm
and
Dahmer.
abusing animals is one of those
I
three
wouldn't
things.
consider it
Characteristic
I
of
wouldn't consider it an
homicide.
animal. I wouldn't consider it an animal.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'd like to rescind the comment I just made, Malcolm Dahmer, because here's the thing. Malcolm suddenly just made a lot of sense. Insects, specifically wasps, as far as I'm concerned, are fair game.
To torture?
Fuck them.
Yes.
Fuck them.
Because they're awful. They're
That-
horrible. It's the same thing with
Hey, they're
mosquitoes.
horrible, but to torture it?
The same
Yeah.
thing.
Also,
Same
I
thing
have
as
To
what?
like have it in your
Mosquitoes.
control.
Yeah.
Mhm.
To have it in your control and then to like get some tweezers and pluck off the wings. That's not accept. Why?
I can't help it. It
Why
just came out.
every single one?
He's
There's
a
not a
gassy boy.
single
I tried to hold
one.
it.
He
At
fart-
this point,
did,
it's-
did he fart?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I didn't realize
At
it.
this point, it's just like an ongoing bit with the show.
It's
That Malcolm farts every
Honest
episode
to
he's
the
on.
Lord, my God, there hasn't been one episode where you haven't done it in a loud manner.
I don't know what I
in a
can say.
manner that sounds like you crapped yourself. There's not a single episode where it hasn't happened.
Getting back to the bug thing, I've heard this thing recently. Which
Getting
I
back
thought
to
was-
bugs.
Getting back to bugs, which I thought was pretty interesting, was that apparently, so I've heard, scientifically speaking, we as a species know
Okay.
how we could eradicate and make extinct mosquitoes.
Really?
Like science, I don't know. Like I didn't hear the method, but it's just somebody was saying that like
possible.
scientifically it's possible, and we know exactly how we could eradicate
Okay.
all mosquitoes everywhere on Earth permanently. You're gone. See you later.
Okay.
However, the reason that we haven't yet is because what the scientists and people don't know is what effect that's going to have
Yeah.
on like the food chain and just globally on all
who's
the shit.
gonna-
Like what's going to happen if we get rid of the mosquitoes?
Yeah.
And I'll be honest,
Who's gonna give all those kids AIDS?
who's going to give all those kids AIDS? I'll be honest.
Yeah, we gotta cut that out. We gotta cut that out.
Please
Cut
don't,
it.
please don't cut that.
No,
Please.
we gotta cut that out, bro.
I
Bro,
think
if,
don't.
if that comes out, I'm finished.
This is a clip waiting to happen, please.
I mean I don't really think it's that bad, but I can.
Yeah,
if you
we'll
want.
I think it's not that bad.
I'll
think
we'll review it.
personally speaking, it's worth the gamble. Like whatever effect it's gonna have on the food chain,
Personally speaking,
whatever effect it's gonna have
what
on
torment
the food
do
chain,
mosquitoes cause you?
No, but what?
they're
The mosquitoes are
awful
the worst.
creatures. So
And
I'm
you-
saying just
You're
get rid of
willing
them.
to gamble the ecosystem of the earth
Yeah.
for your
Yeah,
convenience?
but think about
Yeah.
it. What function do mosquitoes really serve? What would it do?
food for
Feed-
other
they feed
things.
frogs.
And
Hold on a
those
second.
things, those
Patrick,
things,
here's what I
just
think.
hypothetically,
Sure.
they serve as food for other things.
Mm.
And if those things don't get their food, then they could die. And
But-
those
but-
things serve as food for other things.
Yeah, but to me, it's like what animal eats exclusively mosquitoes? You know what I'm
Frogs.
saying?
Frogs.
They only eat mosquitoes.
No, but they're easy
Because I feel
to
like
catch.
I feel
There's
like
so
if you
many of
killed
them.
mosquitoes, there are plenty of animals that eat mosquitoes as well as a bunch of other things. Like I don't know if there's any animal that only eats
Okay,
mosquitoes.
but what if there's regions where their primary food is mosquitoes?
Here's what I'm gonna say though.
Move.
Imagine this,
Die,
Patrick.
actually.
But Patrick,
Evolved.
you asked like, oh, is it really that big a deal? Imagine being able to go outside on like a warm summer night by the fire, or like if you're at a cottage. Imagine
Wait,
just
wait, wait.
being to go
Oh.
outside for the rest of your life and never have to worry once about a
Don't
mosquito.
misunderstand me. That sounds like a wet dream.
Mm.
Patrick, imagine we were there that one night
I
at the
know,
cottage.
yeah.
You turn on the lights, and it's like fucking stars. There's millions of mosquitoes outside. Imagine you could walk outside and enjoy your night without getting bit by a million
Yeah,
mosquitoes.
they ruin everything.
They
As
do.
opposed to running outside with your mouth open and catching like 20.
Oh, why would you do that?
I don't know if you hated yourself.
AIDS.
Anyways, AIDS, mosquitoes.
This was an interesting cold
Let's
open.
get to
I
the
cannot
show.
believe you said that.
It was just brewing, and I could have made it worse. But
You should have.
good answer. Good answer.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to episode 23 of Wildly Adequate.
we get-
I'm your man.
Can we get an artificial applause?
Yes, I'm your man, not Steve
Artificial.
Harvey. I am, in fact, Matthew Urso, and I am joined by, as always, our contestants on this episode of Family Feud.
We're on Family Feud,
Oh my
baby.
God, Patrick! Oh,
I'm going around this way.
Oh, okay, go
'cause
ahead.
I know this is different.
Mark.
Patrick!
Malcolm.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to play the feud. So,
Wait.
here's-
Here's my question to you first.
Yes.
Actually, no. Go on.
Here's how this is going to work.
Mm.
I have prepared 5 questions
Only 5?
of Family Feud.
Not
Yes, my 5 main questions here. There are 5 answers for each question. Top answer is going to be 50
Wow.
points. Second answer is going to be 40 and 30, 20, and 10.
Can you-
I've never watched the
We're
show. How
going to
does it
give
work?
each of you 2 chances at answering each question. Meaning, in theory, because there's 6 opportunities and only 5 answers, technically you guys could sweep the question and get all the points. Or you might not.
The way it works
But
is
there's 5 answers. I can only guess 2 at a time.
Yes, meaning if you do sweep it, whoever goes last is going to miss one of the things. That's if you guys sweep it.
I see.
We are going to start.
Wait, but can I just say? But
Yes.
when you do it, are you gonna go? Do I have whatever?
That's not
We
what I'm
certainly
say it.
can, like Steve Harvey.
Do I?
We're going to start to my right with Mark. So
go.
Mark will go first for the first question, then Patrick, then Malcolm,
His fucking face.
Mark again, and then Patrick. And it's just dawning on me that maybe we should have had a 6th, but what are you going to do? Anyways, we begin the show, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen. Name something a woman with a crush on Santa Claus might leave out for him instead of cookies. Mark.
Might leave out for him instead
Name
of
something Santa might leave out, or a
San-
woman with a crush on
I wanna give
Santa
I want to give an
might
answer.
leave out for him instead of cookies.
Instead of cookies,
I really wish there was a buzzer right here.
lingerie.
Leave for Santa.
Lingerie is our 40-point answer.
Let's go, baby. Now.
Now, I should
Are
say
you?
for the
Where
answers,
did the answers come from?
I looked up a bunch of Family Feud questions online that
Wow.
had answers under them.
Okay.
So I just picked like 5 questions and then took the top 5 answers and then
You're telling
a
me
lot of them out.
You're telling me the word lingerie is on your sheet in front of you.
Yes, for the
Wow.
40-point answer.
What?
Patrick, that's our number 2 answer,
that's,
though.
that's number 2 out of 5.
Yes.
So I got the second answer.
Yes, that's number 2 out of 5.
I can't
Patrick,
keep, I,
Go,
I, don't
Patrick.
get, I don't get to keep going. No.
you're going to go after because everybody's going to go twice for each question.
A
Patrick,
condom.
a condom.
What? A woman.
A condom is not on the board.
Yeah, baby.
Malcolm, we turn it to you.
Matty, can you answer these questions and go, do I have condom?
There we go. Yeah, I forgot that part. Malcolm,
Show me
please.
condom.
Panties.
I said
That's lingerie.
I'm
No,
gonna-
it's not.
I'm going to go and give you a second crack at that because, yeah, that's basically
That's
just
lingerie.
That would
It's
fall,
not
that would
lingerie.
have fallen
It-
under lingerie.
Lingerie is just a bra and panties. That should have been his answer, and it goes to that.
Yeah, you
The
should
red
have.
X.
You should have went. Yeah.
Eh.
You should have
That's a good one.
We're going for your answer here. Now, I will say, though, just to clarify things, so there's no tomfoolery or arguing later.
Yeah.
The answer I have written down is lingerie. If
Yeah.
Mark hadn't said lingerie
And said underwear?
Malcolm had said panties,
You
I
would've
would've
given it to him?
that
Okay,
to
okay,
you.
okay.
Just so we're all
Because
clear.
even on the
here.
actual Family Feud show, if someone says like, yeah, like, I don't know, like if it's similar,
there's
or almost-
room.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
yeah,
a
there's a
bit of
little bit of
okay.
wiggle room, but so we'll take your first answer now.
A love letter.
Okay,
A love letter is not on.
I got another answer.
Yeah.
I
answers.
mean, yeah.
We now go to Mark for your second answer. We've
Hey.
only got one
Mark,
answer
you.
so far.
Handcuffs.
Handcuff
There's no way.
is not.
Flowers.
Flowers is not on.
Why
the
would
board.
why would she leave flowers for him? It's kind of weird.
Okay.
No,
We've
bro.
got 4 more answers here, Malcolm.
This is a strange question.
This is a strange question.
Am I done? Do I have
don't
no more
even know where
guesses?
to begin.
Damn.
Can we get 3
Lipstick.
each?
Lipstick is not.
Can we get
on
3?
the
It's
board.
3 tries each.
No, that's not how it works.
No.
It's 2 X's on the show, and that's it.
That's it.
Oh, I didn't realize we were on
Okay,
the
that's
show.
how the show
Oh, I
works.
didn't realize we're on the
The
show.
answers were
That's what these stupid
the
fucking
number
answers
5 answer was sexy pictures for 10 points.
Okay.
Sexy picture.
But you could
Herself.
have said like nudes or something.
Herself for 20 points.
What's wrong with me?
Her number for
Mm-hmm.
30 points.
It's-
Lingerie for 40 points. And for 50 points, candy/better food.
I was gonna say chocolate. I swear to
Interesting.
God, I was gonna say chocolate. Would I have gotten that if I said chocolate? Mother of God!
Question 2, Patrick, this is coming to you first.
Wait, why Patrick?
Because now we're going to switch for each one.
Oh, I see.
Oh, you want it to be you every time?
Yes.
Tell me a word that rhymes
Oh, come
with
on.
election.
Come on.
I got a good one.
Complexion.
Nope.
Complexion is not on the board.
Of course it's
But
not.
it rhymes, does it?
Malcolm,
not one
don't
of
don't
the
say the
5
one.
answers.
Malcolm, don't say the one I'm gonna say.
Erection.
Oh.
Show me erection for 40 points.
Yeah.
That's our number 2 answer.
I would be so bad at this on this show, bro. Oh my
Mr. Mark.
God.
For your
What
first
was the
one.
word?
Election. Rhymes with election.
I already got another one, baby.
Infection.
Infection is not on the board.
No.
Patrick, we turn to
Conception.
No way, dude. No
you.
way.
Show me conception.
Yeah.
It is not on the board.
Why? Why did you tease me like that?
Direction.
Oh, that's a good one.
Direction is not on the board.
What?
Mr. Mark, we come to you.
Wait,
for
wait,
the
you
last
went twice.
answer.
No, I
Oh,
know that
'cause you
once.
started.
Okay, my bad.
Election. Inspection.
Inspection is not on the board.
No.
What the fuck?
Our number 5 answer was protection.
I was gonna say detection. But
Our number 4 answer was detection.
Damn.
Our number 3 answer was perfection. The number 2 answer was erection, and our number 1 answer, selection.
Dude, I was gonna say direction. Why did or detection? Damn.
I feel like our answers are better, to be honest.
Malcolm, we're gonna start with you on this third one.
Yep.
Name a time or an occasion where you might wear your lucky underwear.
I know.
Got it.
Wedding.
Wedding night.
It's not
Show
on the
me.
board. It's not on the board.
Is our number 5 answer. That will net you
what
10
the
fuck?
points,
I got one.
which will put Malcolm at 50.
I don't get it.
Mr. Mark,
Anniversary.
anniversary
Get out of here.
is not on
What
the
the
board.
Get out
fuck?
of here.
I got another one.
Patrick.
Job interview.
Patrick, job interview
No.
is our number 2 answer.
Let's go.
What?
What? Finally, I'm on the board.
Wait.
20 points?
Wait, why was I thinking like?
20 or 40?
40.
Yeah!
'Cause it's the number 2.
Why was I thinking?
God.
Why was I thinking like a romantic thing?
No.
Doesn't have to be. It's just lucky underwear.
All right.
Oh, it's just general lucky.
Malcolm,
Oh.
for your second crack at it, you got the second answer or the number 4 answer, and Patrick got the number 2 answer.
Oh my God.
Or I lied. You got 5.
I know the 50
I
point
got
answer.
one. I have one.
To get lucky.
Define that.
No, bro, you can't give it to him. By the way, I know what the answer is. Go.
We all know what I mean. Come on.
No, but no, like a specific event or something. You can't just say like
Sexy times.
so during sexual intercourse or during hooking up or whatever. You can't give that to him, dude.
I kind of want to give it to him.
No, dude.
Come on.
Can I say what it is?
What were you going to say?
A date?
Oh, it's
See, 'cause
neither
the
of those
number-
words.
The number 1 answer is hot date.
I said date,
Oh,
bro.
date
Bro,
is-
sexy time does not count. Wait, what's the first thing you said?
He said to get lucky.
Yeah, but that's
I
not.
think we need to scrap it. I think we need to scrap it.
But date to me
I
is
think
like,
scrap the
no,
top.
bro. You're
I think scrap
bro.
the 50.
Date is on. He said
Wait,
getting lucky.
this is Malcolm's second, and you two have to go.
Yeah, we should
Okay.
scrap it.
Here's what I'm thinking.
There's no way Malcolm deserves that shit. He said getting lucky. To me, that's like not necessarily a date. You could just be going to a club and try to fuck. It's not. It's not necessarily a date. Is what I'm saying.
All right, here's what our options are.
Yeah, scrap it.
Either we can scrap it
Yeah.
and neither Mark nor
Nor
Malcolm,
Malcolm,
get
yeah.
the top answer, and that means it's taken off the table. Or Malcolm's answer would apply to the number 3 thing. So I could give Malcolm the number 3
said date.
thing and give Mark the number 1
I think
thing.
we should scrap it.
Of course you do, because you're the only one not getting points.
So
in this
what
round.
do you two want to do?
Listen. I think
Oh, do we get?
I think for the nature of this, I know Mark said he was gonna say that anyways, but he revealed his hand before, like you
No,
said
but
the answer.
No, but
Sorry?
but I proved that I knew what the answer was before he said the answer. Is what I'm saying. So I just I was gonna say.
I know, but it was an exploratory thing. Like we weren't in the game, and
No,
he was
but
like,
that's what I
"Okay,
was-
what were you gonna say?" Kind of thing. Before he
I'm
decided,
gonna,
what he
I'm
was
gonna leave
give
it up to
Malcolm.
I'm gonna leave it up to Matty, but that was my answer, and I don't necessarily think Malcolm's answer was right. Is all I'm saying.
Okay, Maddie,
But,
up to you, but up to you, buddy.
Unless you're letting
Well,
me
do
Malcolm
you
decide.
prefer to just scrap it or give you one and
Scrap
give
it.
Malcolm one?
Malcolm, what do you think?
I think we should scrap it.
Okay, scrap.
Yeah.
Scrapping it is.
Scrap.
So
Hey,
that
look at
means
me.
no
Yeah.
for
Okay.
Malcolm on his second try. So
Yeah.
we've taken off now the first answer, the
Oh, we're still on the
third-
same question.
second answer, and
the
the
fifth
last
answer.
answer. So technically, the 4th answer is the only one left for the two of you now.
Okay.
So you have a chance to prevent Patrick from anything, Mark, depending on if you
Lucky
get this one.
underwear. Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is not on the board.
Lucky
Why
underwear.
do I keep thinking sexy shit?
When when would I wear my lucky underwear?
Hmm.
I said job interview already.
Hmm.
Church.
Church is not on the
Okay.
board. Our answers were at number 5, wedding, which Malcolm got. Number 4, which nobody got, sporting event. Number
Oh, you want to like
three.
perform?
I was actually gonna say that for you,
Number
Patrick.
3, which nobody
Oh.
got. Well, this is what I would have applied Malcolm's get lucky answer to: casino/gambling.
Oh no.
Second answer, we had
Oh.
Patrick with job interview, and then number 1 was hot date for lucky underwear.
But to me, the casino and gambling, he was using get lucky
he
in the way of
implied
the
it more
date.
as a sexy
Yeah.
thing, and that's why to me it would have made sense to either just scrap it or give it to him. For
I
like
thank God we
the
scrapped it
casino
because
thing.
that
Yeah,
doesn't make
yeah,
any
yeah.
sense for the casino thing.
No.
Well,
It
everybody
It makes
killed
zero
themselves.
sense.
Yeah.
We're back to you,
Wait,
Mark.
what are the points at right now?
Currently, we are at 50 points
they're
for
in there.
Malcolm,
Yeah.
40 points for Patrick, and 40
Damn,
for Mark.
that's back
This
to
is
me?
neck and neck. Yes, we now come to you.
What's
Mr.
the
Mark.
reward?
I can do this. I
Oh,
can
we'll
do
get
this.
to
I can
that.
do this.
Oh.
I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
For Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Name a place where a wife would be mad if her husband took her there for her anniversary.
Oh,
Come on! Place a wife would be mad if her husband took her there for their anniversary.
Sporting event.
Show me a sporting event. That is our number 3 answer for 30
Wow.
points.
30?
Yes. Putting
Yeah,
Mark
baby,
at
yeah!
70. Mr. Patrick
Arby's.
Fahim. Huh?
Arby's.
Arby's.
Arby's. Patrick. That is going to be our number 1 answer.
What? Arby's.
Wait,
The number 1 answer
50
for
points?
50
Say
points
50 points!
was Tacky Restaurant.
Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby!
Puts
Why'd you
Patrick
say
at
Arby's?
90.
I don't know. I just associate it
Uh,
with
so our-
tomfoolery.
Our third and first answers are off the board. Malcolm, we've still got the 5th, 4th, and 2nd.
Oh my god, I'm gonna win something.
bar.
Oh my god.
A bar is going to net you 20 points for our first
Yes.
answer. Oops.
So what's left right now?
Our 5th and 2nd
Fucking
answers.
Patrick.
Mark, we come back to you.
So can you repeat the question? Like the
Name a
wording of it?
place where a wife would be mad if her husband took her there for her anniversary. We've already covered tacky restaurant, bar, and sporting event. We have our 5th and 2nd answers on the board still.
The arcade.
The arcade is not on the board.
Well,
Patrick, we turn it to you.
Oh my god.
We got our 5th and 2nd answers.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
is this the last question?
This is the 4th question, but it's just now dawning on me that because I'm giving each of you a chance
He
at
gets an extra
starting a
turn.
question first,
Yeah.
Malcolm, because we're doing you, and then you again, Malcolm's going to miss out. So I'm going to, on the spot, Google a 6th question.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay.
So there will be 6 rounds of
May I
this.
think now?
You may now think. And I'll cut that.
But in the show, by the way, they have a time limit. But go ahead.
Really? It's interesting that you of all people are saying that.
Yeah, come on, hurry on though.
Okay, fine. So what was it again?
She'd be
Wife.
mad if he took her on their
where
anniversary.
she would be
Anniversary.
mad if he took her for their anniversary.
So was sporting event like watching sports?
Oh
like
my
to watch
god, what is
sports?
this?
Sporting event to me is like if
Wait,
they
wait, can
said
I-
like
can I
we're
just
going to
say-
like a hockey game.
Can I
Okay,
just-
okay,
can I
okay,
just-
okay.
Can I just say there's no Q&A in the
Mini
fucking-
golf. Okay, mini golf.
Mini golf is not on the board. Malcolm, we come
The
to you.
movies.
Oh, that's
Oh
a
my
good one.
God, that's such a good one.
That's a good one.
is not on
What?
the board. Our remaining 2
Can I
answers
guess?
were.
Can I guess one of them?
Please.
I was gonna say bowling.
No. Our 5th answer for 10 points was his parents' house.
I was gonna say that.
Our
I was thinking of
second
like
answer
out with his friends or something.
for 40 points, strip joint.
oh wow.
And what?
It's true though. It's true. She would be angry.
She would be angry.
would be angry.
Points stand. Patrick with 90, Malcolm and Mark tied with 70. Close
Oh my god, it's neck and neck.
Come on!
To our number 5 question.
Who starts?
Patrick,
Me.
No.
fill in the blank.
Okay.
Raging
Mm-hmm.
blank.
Fuck you.
Boner.
Raging boner is going to be our 4th answer
10 points.
for 20 points.
20 points. Okay. That's not bad.
Raging hormones was the answer, but I'm going to give you raging boner.
Okay.
Because nobody's going to
Yeah,
get
Malcolm?
closer than
Fair
boner.
enough.
Raging Bull.
That's what I was gonna say. Shit.
Show me Raging Bull. It's going to be our number 1 answer.
Yeah! I was gonna say it! Fuck you!
We have now covered the 1st and
Bro,
4th
I was gonna
answers.
say that.
We still have 2, 3,
fuck
and
outta
5.
here.
2, 3, and 5. Mr. Mark, for your first guess. Raging blank.
It has to be. It can't be rage blank. It's raging.
It's raging blank.
That's what I was gonna say.
We've got Raging Bull and Raging Boner from Patrick, but we said Raging Hormones is our answer.
Raging.
blank.
Oh, I got one.
Raging.
What was I gonna say? I'm gonna say raging player.
Raging player.
Not on the board.
It's not.
Not on the board.
Alcoholic.
That's a
Raging
good one.
alcoholic is not on the board.
Wow, that's a good one though.
Malcolm, for your second and last
Raging
card.
love.
Raging
Oh.
love
No way. There's no way.
is not
Thank
on the
God.
board.
Thank
And
the
Mark
Lord
for the
for he is
last
good.
one.
Raging. Raging. I have no idea. Raging child. I have no idea.
Raging child
No.
No
is
way.
not on
Thank
the board.
What
God.
are they?
Our remaining answers were our number 5 answer, storm, raging storm. Our our third answer, raging fire, and our second answer, raging waters / river.
Dude, if I was at Bull, fucking Raging Bull immediately. The movie with De Niro.
We are now going to cut to a quick commercial
Literally.
break while I find a sixth question.
Oh, this is a bad idea. Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea.
Currently, for our last question, the standings are.
What commercial
Malcolm-
are you gonna put?
I just realized the lights aren't
I
on.
gotta figure something out.
Yeah.
That's okay for now. Mr. Malcolm is at
Oh my God, the
100
lights aren't on.
Wait,
Go
what-
on.
How does
sorry.
it? How does it
I'm
look?
sorry.
and 20 points. Patrick in second place at 110. Mark in third with 70. Now, here's the thing. Malcolm starts this last question.
If he gets the 50,
If he gets the 50-point answer,
He wins.
show's over, folks.
Okay. Okay.
So this is going to be an interesting start for Malcolm.
No, he's gonna get.
That looks like you before you're about to fart.
Bro, I think it's the easiest to go first. You have the most options and like.
Name something a baker would call his wife.
That's
I got it.
hard. That's a
A
hard one.
baker would call his wife.
Yep.
Yes.
Don't give him no hints here. I got one, bro.
I got one too.
I can't believe you guys have one.
Time limit. Time limit.
Hey,
Egg?
No, he's just saying.
Oh.
No, he's just fighting back on the time limit thing.
Weren't you the one that brought that up?
Bro, how much time are we gonna give him?
a
right now?
baker? I'm the one that brought what up.
Okay, 10.
The time
9.
limit.
Hey, what's going on here?
Bro, you
I
can't just
didn't
take
bring up the
forever.
timer. Let me think. Come on.
Name something a baker would
5.
call
Yeah, there's a time
4.
limit, bro.
his wife.
3.
Oh, now it's the
2.
time limit.
1.
Honey.
Okay.
Show me, honey.
Is it on the board?
Honey is our 50-point answer.
What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding?
How's that a baker's thing? How's that a baker's thing?
Are you kidding me?
My computer's taking a second to connect to the Wi-Fi, but that puts Malcolm as our winner
Bro, how's
with
that a baker's
170
thing?
points.
That's not even a baking thing.
Are you kidding me?
Our number one answer was
Can,
honey
wait,
slash
am I-
buns
can we
or
start?
honey
Can we not go to
buns.
see who gets second though?
Oh, yeah,
I
we
want
can
to.
do
I want to try to move. Yeah, I want to try to move into second.
It doesn't matter.
I want to try to not.
Do you get a prize?
I don't want to get last place. Is what I'm saying.
Patrick, why is
Do I
my
get to go now?
computer not working? So that's going to put Malcolm as our winner with 170 points. But sure, let's see how it shakes out. Mark,
Muffin.
Muffin is going to be our fifth answer for 10 points.
Fuck, dude. Really?
Sugar.
Sugar
That's a good one.
is going to be our number 2 answer
that's it.
Wow.
for 40 points.
Can I get one last one? That was only my one.
Yeah, so you have one more.
Wait. I get one more too.
Technically, yeah, because
Oh my
that was your
God.
first one.
It's
Wait,
not
that means-
over.
That means I have
It
to
is
go.
not over.
Matt, he can get the 30-pointer.
It is not over. Go on.
Oh. Well, wait. Who just went?
Malcolm
just
started.
went.
Malcolm started. Mark went.
Now I went.
Patrick
Now
went.
Malcolm gets one
Okay, yeah,
more.
so I lied. Okay, hold on. This is still anybody's game, folks. Because we have. So hold on. We've done the number 1 answer,
Sugar's a good one.
and we've
Fuck.
done the number 5 answer. So we have 3 answers left.
Okay.
Sweetie.
Sweetie
Good one.
is going to be our number 3 answer.
No.
That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it.
Just going to put him at 200. Wait, hold on. We still have the number 2. We have the number 2 and 4.
I got
which
one.
Those combined is 60 points.
Wait, we don't have 2 and 4. You said someone got the 2.
Yeah, you did say someone got the 2.
Oh, number 2 is only 20.
You said number 2 is muffin or
No,
sugar?
I got
Mark
number
got
5.
muffin.
That was number
Sugar was
5.
number
somehow.
Oh, Patrick got sugar to put him at
That's
150.
40.
Yes, so I lied. So then, yeah, the only one
3?
left is the 3rd answer, which
That's
wouldn't
it?
be enough to put Patrick over
You
the
just said
edge.
I got the 3rd answer.
What
What's
did you just say?
happening?
I said
Yeah,
sweetie.
you did just
Oh,
say
that
you
would
got-
be Sweetie. So I lied. It's the 4th answer
Oh.
worth 20 points, which wouldn't
mean
change
nothing.
the scores.
So is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Cupcake.
Cupcake is our
That's a good
20-point
one.
answer.
Wow.
And ladies and gentlemen, the
Whoops!
scores
Whoops!
net out at 200 for Malcolm, 150 for Patrick, and 100 for Mark. But guess what, folks? We're not done yet.
What?
For those of you who know Family Feud,
I don't know Family
you
Feud.
know that the winner goes
who gives a-
to Fast Money. Here's how
So
this
this
is
has
gonna
nothing to
work.
do with me.
Do we get to play Fast Money?
No, this is only Malcolm now. So for Fast Money, Malcolm is going to answer 5 more questions.
Dude, Fast Money, multiple people play.
Show me the money.
If there's a total of 25 points, Malcolm,
Yeah.
if you get between 0 and 8, well, 0 would be nothing. If you
Yeah.
get between 1 and 8 points, you are entitled to a McDonald's drink. If you get between 9 and 16 points, you are entitled to an ice cream. And if you get between 17 and 25 points,
A,
Three
steak, a
pounds of
steak at the
wings. You
a
are
steak at the
entitled
Marquee Steakhouse.
to your pound of wings.
A pound of wings, baby.
Wow.
So here's how this is going to work.
Matty, is what's the odds he gets that high though? Can we make it a steak at the Marquee Steakhouse?
No, because I don't want to gamble. So here's how this is going to work.
You gotta
Malcolm. I'm going to
Wagyu
do it
beef- you gotta
just
Wagyu
like the
cut.
show.
Yeah, I know
where
how it
I'm going to
goes.
read the questions, and you're going to give me the answers, and we're just going to keep
Yeah, keep going.
yeah.
going. So you two help me out in just keeping track
I
of his
don't-
answers.
I don't give a shit.
And I can kind of write them down too. All right, here we go.
Alright.
I cannot believe this buffoonery.
I can.
You're so lucky,
So
honey.
Malcolm,
No, it's a good guess.
Honey's not even a baking thing.
name something people lose as they age.
This is Fast Money. It's supposed to be quick.
This clown got to this stage.
Innocence.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say memory.
Innocence.
What would someone, or why would someone send food back at a restaurant?
Wrong order.
Okay. Undercooked, yeah. Also
Overcooked.
Overcooked too, yeah.
Cold.
These are all valid answers.
Insect in the plate.
Hair in the dish.
What's going on here? What's going on here?
What is something you need when camping?
10. 5 points right there.
I thought this was the lightning round.
Name something people buy as a status symbol.
Watch.
What profession would be bad for someone who is accident prone?
Race car driver.
And our answers, gentlemen. Let's go through them.
Okay.
Name something.
Can we all guess, by the way? Just to see what we...
No.
what we would've done?
This
Okay.
is just
Go
Malcolm's
for it.
thing.
Name something people lose as they age. You said innocence. Innocence is going to be worth 0 points.
Is memory on there?
Memory was worth 3 points. 5-point answer. Strength.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that's stupid. Go on.
Why would somebody send food back at a restaurant? You said wrong order. Wrong order is our number 1 answer for 5
Oh,
points,
Wow. Okay.
which puts Malcolm at 5. I'm just going to erase his 200.
What else was
scores
on there?
here.
Was it raw or like?
We
undercooked?
also had foreign object in the
Mm.
food, half cooked, not fresh, and cold food.
Mm.
There you go.
You said for our third question, what is something you need when camping? You said tents.
It's got to be number 1.
Tents is going to net you 3 points,
Oh,
bringing you to 8. Number 1
That's
answer.
the number one thing.
sleeping bag.
Sleeping bag.
Yeah, sleep outside. Yeah.
Yeah, sleep outside.
We're down to our last 2 questions.
Yeah, your
here.
tent.
Name
fares with
something
you.
people buy as a status symbol. You said watch, which I'm categorizing under
Jewelry.
Okay.
which is going to get you 3 points.
Is car number 1?
Cars was number 2 after house.
House.
Mm.
Yeah.
Our
Mentioned.
last question. What profession would be bad for someone who is accident prone? You said race car driver, which I'm placing under driver, which is going to net you 4 more points.
Yep.
Bringing you
Wait, is
to
number
a whopping total of 16.
is
Number
construction
1,
on there?
Is that a
construction was 3. Number 1, surgeon.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Accident prone.
And
Oh,
it's 16
yeah.
points, Malcolm. That is going to put you, unfortunately,
Ice cream.
1 point below wings.
Damn.
And is going to put you in the middle at
He
ice
doesn't,
cream.
he doesn't even want ice cream.
Now,
I don't want ice
if
cream.
only you had not gotten 0 on the first question, because
Yeah.
even 1 point would have pushed you right
What was the first question?
over to wings.
Innocence.
Something
In-
people
yeah,
lose when
yeah.
they get old.
It didn't specify what
Oh.
age you'd be aging to.
The answers were
Currently,
like
I'm aging.
Memory.
hair, sight, memory, teeth, and strength.
Mm.
That says
He's actually right though.
Innocence?
As you age, the question didn't specify the ages.
like I'm aging, but you didn't say
Like
when
a
you're
toddler
I think the idea-
aging to
I think that- I
an
think-
adult gets stronger.
No, but I think the general assumption is that it's like when you get old.
That's not true.
Ambiguous.
When I first heard aging, I just thought, okay, like someone in their 40s going on to their 50s.
Wait, what?
Okay. I just picked an old guy.
Do you want, what do you like, a milkshake if you don't want an ice cream?
What do you want here? What?
Can I get a Five Guys milkshake?
Perfect. That works. Five Guys milkshake it is. Put it in the history books.
I don't like that. I don't like
Winner.
Oh, he's only on 16.
Thank you, everybody, for playing the
Round of-
feud.
round of
I've been your
applause.
host, not Steve Harvey. Oh. Well, I hope you guys had a blast with Family Feud.
I'm so mad.
Malcolm.
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute.
Dubsville.
2 A
I'm still so mad.
B C. We're leaving that in. Keep going.
Dubsville.
Dubsville.
All right, can we get to it?
This is ever since I've
All right,
finished.
all right, all right.
Ever since I finished a certain TV show
Mm.
a couple months ago, it's something I've wanted to talk about
Friends?
for so long.
No.
No.
I think he's gonna talk about our favorite shows.
Breaking Bad, baby.
Oh,
I want
yeah.
to talk about Breaking Bad and only Breaking Bad.
Oh
Breaking
I
Bad.
haven't
wow.
watched
The
it in so
topic.
long, though.
I'd love to talk about Breaking Bad.
It's okay, because I haven't watched it at all.
Okay, go on. What about Breaking
Breaking-
Bad? How do you want to suck Breaking Bad's dick? Go ahead.
Breaking Bad has got me on edge and feeling so many emotions all over the place, better than any show has that I've ever watched.
Mhm.
Like the way that Skylar, like how I hate her and I feel bad for her, and then at the end I just like I can't get into it. It's so
You can't?
I was all
Okay,
over the place.
next topic.
Shut up. It's all over the place, and my feelings are all over the place. And honestly, sometimes I was like, I can't watch the next episode because I have a feeling I know what's gonna happen, and it's gonna
Mm.
kill me.
You know, honestly, like when that show got really popular back in the, I think it was like 2008 where it started going. A lot of people hated Skylar from the jump because she would basically like go against everything that Walter's doing.
I hated her too.
But let me
I just
tell.
wanna say for
But
the
to me,
record.
it's like I feel like, and I've talked to Malcolm about this, where I think she was actually pretty reasonable in a lot of her actions, but because you're following from the perspective of Walter and you're like kind of rooting for him to figure his shit out and like get money for his family and all this stuff. At some point, of course, that changes when he starts doing really questionable stuff. But in the beginning, especially when he starts doing his thing, you're like, yeah, I'm rooting for him, even though it's kind of messed up. I hope he gets the money that he needs for his family. And every step of the way, she's just like pushing back against that. And you're like, oh, screw this lady for like getting in the way of his plans. But if you really think about it, like if you lived that Breaking Bad experience, she did everything that a good mother should do. Aside from cheating, she did cheat at some point in the show. But other than that,
You can't blame her.
She did the right thing of like keep like asking him what's going on, like trying to push for like him to tell the truth and trying to get
I
him.
completely disagree.
With
Okay.
what?
A good wife stands by their husband.
If
She
if
knew.
he's
But she
killing
knew
people,
he
though.
was hiding something.
Sorry.
Patrick, what
But
did
she knew he was hiding something for so long, and she
Patrick-
knew he was lying
Patrick,
about
are
it.
you really making the argument that if one of the like a husband is like murdering people, the wife should just like stick by him and help him out? Because that's what was happening in the show. He killed multiple people.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well, at least it's
Alright.
consistent.
He's honest.
You know what really got to me? The happy
Oh, I hate that shit.
birthday. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
She
I remember
sings.
that.
Well, the guy that she cheats on Walt with is Ted Beneke, who's like her boss in the financial office that she works at.
Yes. The
And,
accounting thing, right?
Yeah, and so like there's this whole tradition that she used to do with him where like she'd sing him happy birthday like Marilyn Monroe sung happy birthday to JFK or whatever. I think it was JFK. I'm not
Probably-
sure.
Yeah, I think JFK and
Yeah.
Monroe were fucking.
Yeah, so she like there's like a popular thing of like her like Marilyn singing a song like all sexy to JFK, happy birthday. So like Skylar does the same thing for her boss Ted, but it's like a scene that people have discussed as being like super hard to watch because she's like being all sexy and like breathy and stuff in her singing, and it's kind of gross.
Oh God.
What was I gonna fucking say? Well, first off, I assume we're just spoiling the shit out of Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah,
for the
that's
Oh,
right.
sorry, Matty.
It's overdue.
See,
Spoil
this
the
is
shit
what I
out
was
of
going to
it.
get into. I have never seen Breaking. Here's the thing. My dad, a year or two ago, I think over the pandemic, watched Breaking Bad all the way through
For the first time.
for the first time.
Mm.
So I saw like bits and pieces of it.
What did he think of it?
Wow, he really liked it.
Mm.
It's not. He doesn't hold it in as high regard as a show like The Sopranos. Like I think that's my
Okay.
dad's favorite just TV thing,
Can I
like
ma-
drama series ever.
Can I make a suggestion, by the way, Malcolm? And you let me know if you
Yes.
don't want to do this. But what I was going to say is, like, since, for example, like, Matty doesn't have any experience with Breaking Bad, like, we can all do a show that we've watched recently that we really like, or the most recent show that we really
Also,
like. or
I
something.
apologize because I only brought it up because I thought everyone at this table had watched it.
Honestly,
good.
I'm
But do you wanna
totally
do that?
fine to just leave it as
Okay.
Breaking Bad, the topic, because I don't mind talking about it from like an outsider's perspective. Because to me, it's like I look at it as a thing of, is it a show I'm ever going to watch? And the answer is probably not.
Well, why?
Because to me, it's like, because I've seen bits and pieces of it when my dad was watching it, and because like it's so pervasive and like so many memes
Yeah.
and all these things,
You've got your fill.
it's more so the fact that like everybody talks about Breaking Bad where they're like the suspense and the drama and blah blah blah, but it's like I already know, just either through pop culture or memes or seeing my dad watch it, like a lot of the character deaths or like some of these like key moments and all these pivotal things. So to me, watching it would be like watching something that I already know the end of. So there's not a lot of like, I guess it's one of those
It's
things
heartbreaking.
where you could say like, you know, it's more about the journey than
That's
the
what I was about to say,
destination. But to me,
yeah.
it's like, it just feels like a show that people always talk about as like the drama and the suspense and the tension. It's like, well, if I know where this is going, like all that's kind of removed. I'm sure I would still enjoy it if I watched it. What I will say is that if I was going to watch Breaking Bad ever, I wouldn't. And instead, I would
Better
watch
Call
Better
Saul.
Call Saul.
Because it's a prequel.
Because everybody says Better Call Saul is fantastic and
Yeah.
in a lot of ways just as good. And to me, it's like I know nothing about Better Call Saul. I don't know any stuff from the show, like spoilers or really, because it hasn't like
You know what the problem with that though?
spread that much. So to me, it's like that would be something I don't know what I'm getting into and would be interesting to me.
But I feel like if you watched Better Call Saul, you would probably want to watch Breaking Bad afterwards because they're very. I've seen a couple episodes and they have
They
like
cross over.
they have a lot of crossover. And then also, what I thought originally was that Better Call Saul is just a prequel, but it or like just like is that before right?
Yeah.
Prequel? I thought it was just a prequel, but apparently it like goes before, during, and after Breaking Bad.
Right.
So like, it's not like
Oh,
it's
it's
like
a
completely
prequel.
separated. It's like
Yeah.
intertwined. And there's,
Yeah.
and there's characters that are in Breaking Bad that are in Better Call Saul as much as they are in Breaking Bad or whatever. And also to me, if you really liked Better Call Saul when you watch it, then I feel like you would again like be like, oh, I want more of this kind of content, and you'd watch Breaking Bad. You know, maybe.
Bring it all together.
Yeah,
I feel like
Breaking Bad is like. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I feel like I would have needed to like
Watch it
Just-
somewhat recently.
watch one of those videos that like is a run through
A
just to
recap.
refresh my memory.
Yeah, yeah.
If I knew you were gonna do this, I would have just done that just so I can.
Are you
speak
saying that
more.
Malcolm should have told you beforehand?
I'm indirectly saying that, but
I just thought of
The-
it.
I can't remember. Honestly, truly, I can't remember anything. I remember not Jesse. Walt dies at the end.
Yep.
Mhm.
I remember the screwed up scene where Jesse's girlfriend is
That's a
puking
good
and
one.
ODing,
And Walter's watching.
and he's just watching her. He doesn't turn around his side because he
I
wants
let
Jesse
her
back as
die,
his.
Jesse.
I think that's what he says to
He does
her.
that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
But to me, what I love about Breaking Bad is like the debate. What I like about the debates around Breaking Bad is
Yeah.
like, oh, like are you? At what point do you stop supporting Walter, or at what point do you feel like he's gone too far?
Mhm.
A lot of people cite that moment as him being like officially turning to like too far because like he lets this girl die.
She's innocent, right?
Yeah. Well, basically the whole idea is that.
Because before that, he was killing drug dealers or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, and it was never like innocent people dying or whatever. But in this scene, it's like she was basically a bad influence on Jesse, according to Walt, because she was gonna like tell Jesse, oh, like just take your half of the money and let's like go cut across the country. And like she was a drug addict and she got him back into drugs because he used to also be a drug addict. So she was like getting him into drugs. They were doing heroin, all this crazy shit. And she was like, oh, let's just go to Mexico. Screw this guy who's like this like persnickety old man. Like leave him, take half your money, and then like let's go somewhere else and like spend it all together and have a good time, whatever. So like I understand why Walt didn't want her in the picture, but like definitely way too far, and it's like arguably the point where he becomes like a piece of shit.
Can I rewind? Sorry,
Sure.
Something I said that I feel like is kind of screwed up.
Yeah.
You were like, oh, people cite that as the moment where he went too far.
One
and
of
then
them, yeah.
my reasoning was, oh, because before that, when he did kill, it was because he only killed drug dealers.
Mhm.
Am I implying that it's morally okay to kill drug dealers?
I think so, but of all the things I thought you were going to walk back, I really thought you were about to walk back the wives standing by their murdering husbands, but it's
No,
interesting
I-
that
Yeah,
you
pretty
didn't
wacky.
choose to walk that back. But
I-
do go on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
The drug
Some
dealers.
people, dude,
Yeah.
some people.
It's not morally okay to kill drug dealers.
Yeah, no,
Well,
no,
it's
of
like
course not.
some Punisher, Red Hood type shit of like, I'm killing people, but only the bad guys. So it's like, I'm still a hero, in quotes. That it's
But you know
like,
what?
does that track or not?
But to me, where you put that line is very subjective, and I know a lot of people will say like they were not down with what Walter was doing from as early on as when he was started selling drugs, which is like the first season of like, yeah, just because you have like money problems and you have cancer and all this stuff doesn't mean that you should like break the law and cook drugs and like give drugs to people and it's gonna ruin families and all this stuff. Like,
Although
Yeah.
it's a lot of money.
but yeah, so like,
What? Oh, okay. It wasn't just a joke. It is a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
Although it is a lot
Yeah.
of money,
It is a
you
lot
would
of
go
money.
for it. Incriminate yourself right now. We're recording. Do it.
There's nothing in my house.
but to me, what I was saying is like, to me, what I
Why would you
like,
say that.
It's a joke.
but to me, what I like is the fact that a lot of people are like split on it. A lot of people are like, oh no, it was when he started selling drugs, or no, it's when he killed the first drug dealer because this crazy 8 guy who was like chained in his basement and he had his like he basically had like a bike lock, and after this guy was knocked out, this drug dealer, he like put the bike lock around his neck and around like a pole in his basement, and he was like gonna spare he was like supposed to kill him, but he like felt bad and was gonna spare him, and then like he makes the guy a sandwich and he like starts to get to know him. He's like talking with him down there, and there's this really good scene where like after he comes downstairs one time with another sandwich, he makes him multiple sandwiches over a couple of days, and Walt, like, because he has cancer, he's like coughing like crazy and he's like bleeding when he's coughing and he like passes out from the coughing, and he drops the plate with the sandwich, and then it kind of cuts to black, and then when the scene starts again, like Walter wakes up and the guy ate the sandwich and whatever, and like the pieces of glass are everywhere, so he like collects all the pieces, he goes upstairs and he goes to throw them out, and then as he's throwing them out he kind of pauses and realizes that like there's like a few pieces missing or something. There might be a piece missing. There's like a few pieces of glasses that are like not adding up. So he like puts all the glass on the table and like starts like jigsawing it, like puzzling it, and then like there's like a huge shard missing out of the plate. And at that moment he's like, oh, the guy's gonna try to kill me. And then at that point he decides like it's gonna be me or him. He's gonna try to stab me, so like I'm gonna kill him. But he goes down there and a lot of people are like, that's when he became a piece of shit. He's like, he murdered this guy.
Okay, that sounds like.
But
Yes, he shouldn't be keeping him.
No, but most people
like-
didn't turn at that. Most people still were with him at that point,
Okay,
for sure,
because
because it's like
self-defense.
him
almost.
or yeah.
I was gonna switch to something. Oh, I was gonna say, in real life,
Yeah.
is there any blue crystal meth?
I'm not sure actually. That's a good question.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think generally there is, but I'm sure
Really?
after the show, people started trying to make it.
Trying to make
I
it
assume so.
100%.
Because I think.
I was gonna say I feel like that's just like
mm.
a cool, like that's his thing, like blue crystal.
But I
meth.
don't know if in the show it was like an artificial thing or if it's just like the most pure meth actually ends up being blue. I'm not sure how he
I think he
describes
said
it.
it was the most like pure
Chemically
meth.
pure meth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when it's really cool in the show. Like they kind of talk about how most street level meth dealers are like dealing garbage or whatever, but he makes it like chemically super pure because he's a high school chemistry teacher, and he kind of works with like an old student of his, ex-student of his. So like I like that aspect of it, of like he's a genius and he's really good at like chemistry and stuff. But yeah, it's a great show.
I wanna talk about how much the man Gus is.
Oh, Gus is an
I
Gus
love-
again.
Gus
Shout
is-
out
Gustavo.
Gustavo Gus Fring.
Giancarlo.
he's the guy-
Los
he's
Pollos Hermanos.
Oh, Los Pollos Hermanos.
Bless it.
Yeah.
Bless
My-
it.
Bless you.
My goodness.
My favorite scene of him is when he goes to Mexico to deal with
Oh, that's a
his
great
Mexican dealers,
Mhm.
and
And all the girls are walking around.
one. Yep.
no,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but that's not
Yeah.
the part I'm talking about.
Oh yeah,
That's
but
not-
that's the scene.
But he's bringing a bottle of liquor as a present for him to the dealer to
Wait.
say thank you for having me over.
Let's give a backstory. So the guy that he goes to see in Mexico is like this like huge cartel guy, and he was responsible for killing Gus's best friend when they were like
His
younger,
brother or not best
his cousin or brother or something. Yeah.
like that, yeah.
So like they were working. Gus and this guy were working together, and they created Los Pollos Hermanos to be like a front for their meth business or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were coming to this mob boss guy being like, give us money and like get into this business with us. And the guy ends up like killing his friend. And so ever since then he has like a vendetta against this guy. And so at some point things boil up with like, the cartel in Mexico competing with the meth business and where's the Albuquerque, New Mexico? And then he goes to the Mexican.
Yeah, because like all connections got cut off and everything.
Yeah.
It went sour, and then eventually the Mexican cartel sent a guy up there to basically like threaten them to come to Mexico and talk to them so they can get back into the cartel business in the U.S. and like into the drugs. And so when he goes there with the present of liquor,
Yeah.
the Mexican cartel guy, he suspects it's he suspects it's poisoned. So he goes,
You
take a
drink-
shot. You take a shot for me first.
Mm.
And so he does. He takes a shot and he goes, perfect. Gives everybody shots, gives everybody drinks. And then about 40 minutes after he took the shot, he goes to the bathroom. It's a
Gus,
scene
yeah.
where he's making himself throw up in the bathroom. And as he's walking outside, it's like slow-mo behind him. Everyone's just slowly
Passing out.
falling over and
Yeah.
passing out. and you can see the Mexican cartel guy like go after him and try to get him. He just falls right into the
Yeah.
pool.
I love that
That
scene.
scene is so
It's
good.
so good too because you can see like Gus. When he goes out to like confront him, and he's like basically looking down at him like, oh, like I win type thing. Even Gus was like weak because he drank the poison and it was in him for a while. So like he passes out and he has to go to the hospital and shit. So it's really cool. Like he like risked his life to like kill all these people.
Mhm.
It's pretty dope. Also, his death scene is one of the most iconic
I
death
was gonna
scenes I've
say
ever
my
seen in
favorite
my life.
my favorite Gus scene is when he becomes Two-Face for a hot second.
Which to me, like, if you think about it, it's a really goofy scene because he walks out of this room
Yeah.
and like it pans over and like half of his face is gone. It's just like bone and like flesh and like his skin is all gone, and like his eyeball's gone. It's just a skull. And then he like adjusts his tie and then passes out. And to me, it's like it's such a goofy thing, but I also love it at the same time. It's such like I don't know. It's like a cool little flair.
Is it baller?
Yeah, yeah.
The rule of cool sometimes supersedes reality and logic.
What I like about it is that like he's always been a businessman and a kind of not respectable, but like kind of super strict about his business and like very put together and very like formal. So I just like that little touch of like, oh, he's still gonna fix his tie even when he's dying. Like that's how fucking committed he is to like being. I don't know. It's kind of fun.
He's always the businessman,
Yeah,
right? He's always the man in
Yeah.
anything he plays.
I
The
lo-
man,
I love-
Giancarlo Esposito.
he's amazing. Yeah,
He is really good. I mean, he's great in The Boys.
In The Boys, he's
I haven't
awesome,
watched
Mandalorian?
The Mandalorian, but I hear he's
Yeah, he's
good
okay.
in
man.
that
He's-
too.
dude. There's this.
Mandalorian's not great, but
I'm gonna cite.
Wow.
I'm gonna cite one more scene from Breaking Bad that's amazing. Basically, Gus at some point is like dealing with problems from Walt. Like Walter's like giving him shit, and so there's a scene where he kind of like sends one of his henchmen to like capture Walt, bring him to the little basement where they were cooking meth. And basically, Jesse has run away at this point, and so Gus comes down to like confront him, and one of their little henchmen goon guys is like, oh, like I've been watching Walt cook meth for a long time. Like even though Jesse's gone, I'm gonna jump in. I can cook it. It's fine. So he starts trying to cook it, and Gus gets pissed at this like low level guy is trying to like fuck up his operation, like risking it by cooking or whatever. And so he comes down and he like doesn't say a word, not one word, and he like changes out of his suit. He puts like this like red hazmat suit on.
doesn't he kill him?
Yeah, he like puts the hazmat suit on. He zips it up. He walks over. He grabs the guy and like slits his throat with a box cutter. That episode's called Box Cutter.
Oh wow.
And like he like blood shooting everyone. He kills this guy to like send a message to Walt like don't fuck with me. And he, after he kills that guy, he like slowly puts everything down, takes off the thing, goes to take a shower, puts his suit back on, adjusts his thing, and then walks out. And it's like so badass. Or
that
the last
is
thing,
so screwed up.
the last
bro.
thing he says after he leaves, he's like,
Yeah.
"All right, get back to work," and he like closes the door.
That is so
Yeah,
screwed up.
it's
bro.
so awesome.
That is so messed up.
It's messed up.
He just
but it's
ended
like,
a man's life without even thinking
no,
about it.
it's horrible and it's disgusting and it's awful. But it's also like this guy doesn't
He
mess
doesn't kid
around.
around.
Yeah,
He doesn't screw around. I will ask because it sounds like none of you have really seen Better Call Saul.
yeah. I've seen a couple episodes.
Have
but-
you watched the El Camino movie?
We did.
Yes, we did all together.
I did not.
Oh, well, you and I did with Kyle.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Well, so you haven't seen it, but what are the thoughts on that? Because of the three, let's say Breaking Bad properties,
Yeah.
that is the one that I hear the most mixed things about.
Definitely. I think it was like I think the problem with it for a lot of people is that it wasn't necessary. Like they didn't need to make that movie and it didn't really serve much of a purpose. Like the Breaking Bad story ended pretty clear and like, you know, the only thing that was up in the air was what was going to happen with Jesse, which is why they made the movie, I guess, cuz it's like, oh, what's going to happen with him?
Right.
So they basically just show him
Yeah. It was a
Going-
tense movie, though, right?
No, it was tense, but like it was basically him trying to like escape the whole Breaking Bad consequences like cleanly. He was trying to like get out of the situation without getting caught by the police or whatever.
Hmm.
So it was him just trying to escape, and then he ends up going into like witness protection program or whatever.
Some
like
Goodfellas shit.
Yeah, and like moving to Alaska and stuff. And to me, it's like I liked watching that as a fan of Jesse because it was cool to see him like escape and be fine, and like
Right.
he starts living a happy life by himself. Maybe not happy, but like safe.
Hmm.
And so I liked seeing that, but it definitely wasn't necessary. And I think it was just kind of like inconsequential. I think it was cool and tense and stuff like, but it was like, what's the point of this? It's like we already know what's happening.
I feel like you get that out of like a lot of properties sometimes where they do like either they come back for things or they do like I feel like I'm drawing a blank right now, but I feel like there's way more El Caminos in the world than there are like Blade Runner 2049s. Where it's like you look at a thing like Blade Runner 2049, it's like,
like meat and potatoes.
did Blade Runner ever really need a sequel? Not really. I mean, I know they still do it, but I know there've been like Blade Runner comics and stuff, and there was like the 90s video game. They're making a new one, which I can't fucking wait for. But but it's like we didn't really need more out of it. But then you get 2049, and it's like, oh shit, yeah, we needed this.
Yeah.
Whereas like with something with El Camino, it always seemed like we don't really need this,
Did you see that
but
thing?
like it's fun.
Did you see that thing, by the way, about Ridley Scott saying that he wishes he could have directed
He had
the
done
second one?
2049.
I'm glad he didn't. And
Yeah,
I think the reason I love Ridley Scott and I love Alien and I love Gladiator and he makes a lot of amazing movies, original Blade Runner, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point in his career, I feel like I haven't heard of him making like a really great movie in the last few years at all. Like I think the last one that people were talking really good about was like The Martian, like
Right.
back in like 2018 or something. So like I haven't heard great things about anything that he's been doing recently. So I'm glad that this new up and coming guy Denis like nailed the fucking movie.
Yeah, it's tough because it's kind of like when George Lucas talks about Star Wars now, and he'll sometimes mention like a little bit of regret in giving it to Disney.
But, I see.
And like he also when Disney bought it from him, like he had ideas for a sequel trilogy that he gave to Disney, and they were
Curse
like,
him.
and they were like, "Thanks, George," and fucking threw his ideas out the window and did
Yeah. Thanks, pal.
And did
What
the
we
and did the debacle that they ended
Also,
up
wait,
going.
wait,
we
wait.
ended up getting.
But to play devil's advocate, though, it's not like he was making masterpieces and then he was going to continue. Like he made the prequels
Yes.
that people dislike generally.
Well, this is the thing where it's like with something like Star Wars, I'm not necessarily completely on the side, but when people say like, I wish Lucas had just done it himself and kept it, that I'm like slightly more interested in because the Disney trilogy didn't really pan out. Whereas, which we'll talk about eventually on the show.
That's right.
Topic tease. Whereas with Blade Runner 2049, it's like that movie to me is such a masterpiece, that I don't like. Had Scott done it, would it be interesting and would I like watch it? Sure, yeah,
Sure.
whatever. But I'm not like it's not like Star Wars. Whereas with Blade
I
Runner,
wish.
I'm not longing for like if only Ridley Scott had done it because I'm like no fucking Denis Villeneuve, Canadian, did it and he fucking knocked it out of the park.
He's one of my favorite directors ever. I think I want to make one of my topics
Directors.
at some point. Directors, like our favorite directors, and I might even do it today, but probably not.
I mean,
Probably not.
he's got to be. I think it's
Let's just
inarguable
save
at
it,
this
save it,
point
save it.
that he's like sci-fi
Oh, he's a goat.
royalty at this
Yeah.
point. I mean,
He's
Dune,
Mount Rushmore for sure.
Dune, Arrival, and Blade Runner 2049 alone.
I've never seen Dune, but I've heard it's amazing. Have you
put
seen Dune?
him- Yes, Dune's one I want to rewatch at some point, especially when the second one comes out because it ends on a cliffhanger from what I remember. And I also remember Dune being a movie that like kind of like Everything Everywhere All at Once,
Divisive.
where I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once the first time when we watched it together, and I was kind of like,
They didn't like it, by the way. I don't think Patrick.
It was okay.
They didn't like
I
it.
watched it the first time, and I was like, this was kind of like this was good and like impressive and like well done editing and all that stuff, but I wasn't like floored by it. But watching it a second time, my mom and I like made me like, holy shit, this is like
awesome.
like this is awesome. And I feel like Dune is gonna be a similar thing where the first time I watched it, and I was kind of like, all right, like I don't really get this, like I prefer Blade Runner and Arrival to like Dune, but Dune is a thing, especially with the second one being out, where I can kind of watch them like as one story and not two halves.
Yeah.
I think I will look fondly on
You remember?
Dune.
Remember when at some point we were gonna watch a movie all together, and then I think like Patrick and Malcolm bailed, or one of them was busy, or one of them
It
was
was
gone or
probably
something.
Malcolm.
And then me and you
We
just
watched Enemy.
We just watched Enemy. Yeah. So Enemy is like a movie from the guy who did Dune, Prisoners, Blade Runner 2049. Like he did all those movies, and he also made a movie called Enemy. And so Matty and I just like went to my basement and just like watched it. And it was
Just-
like really cool.
Just remind me, because I think I'm just a little confused.
Mm.
Just remind me.
Mhm.
What's the name of this topic?
Oh, Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we
We
can
went
talk.
all
We can
over
talk
the place.
about. We can get more into directors and our
One
favorite
day.
directors later. But
But yeah, Breaking Bad. Will I ever watch it? At this point in time, probably not. I think I would rather.
Don't
check
make this
out
about you. You're gonna
something
close that
like-
as if that's what we
No,
were
I'm
talking
gonna-
about.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna, I would maybe prefer to one day check out something like Mad Men with Mr.
oh,
John
I've always
Hamm,
wanted to watch
because
Mad.
it's
I
supposed
tried
to
to.
be
I tried to
very
get.
good.
I tried to get into it and I couldn't. But I've heard great things about The Wire,
My parents
About-
watched that and they said it was really good.
about Sopranos.
My dad loves
Narcos.
that.
Marvel's
Narcos is
really
supposed to
good.
be good.
Also,
Very
if
good.
anyone is looking for a new show to watch, you should watch The Bear. The Bear is amazing.
I will not
Don't
be doing
watch
that.
it.
No one's gonna. None of you guys are gonna watch it.
I
but I'm telling
think,
you,
see,
it's
I
the
will not
Bears
be
one,
doing
I
it.
think Varsh and I at somebody, although she's like, oh my God, it's too stressful. I can't do it. But like,
Oh, it's intense.
even if she doesn't want to, I think that I might check out the Bear at some point. I know this is totally unrelated again. But my parents have been watching Shameless on
okay.
Netflix, which I did
Patrick
not
watched
know
that show.
was a show.
Oh yeah, I
Shameless.
watched. Yeah,
And I also didn't know it was 11 seasons.
I didn't watch the full thing,
But
but
you liked it a lot, right?
My
it was really
parents,
good for a long time, but it kind of fell off near
Teetered.
the end. Yeah.
my parents have been watching it. They're on like season 5, I want to say right now, because
It's
they've been
really
watching it
messed
really
up.
regularly.
Mm.
It's really good though. Like I only ever see it if I'm like sitting in the living room with them. But like when it's on, I find myself pausing like whatever I'm doing and sort of just like
Peeking
watching
over?
it.
It's definitely well done for sure.
But like
Good cast.
the Bear, just as a quick like summary of it, it's like basically this guy who like his brother commits suicide. His brother is actually played by John Bernthal, who plays the Punisher and Shane from The Walking Dead. But basically his brother, like the idea is that before the show even starts, his brother commits suicide, and his brother was the owner of this restaurant called like the Original Beef, and it's kind of like a Chicago based like sandwich shop, and it's like you know, local people love it and stuff. But the guy kills himself, and his brother was basically not allowed to cook there for whatever reason. I haven't learned why. I think they're gonna get into it in season 2. But basically he like goes to culinary school to like learn how to cook and kind of like prove his brother wrong that like he could have been a good chef. And so after his brother kills himself, he comes back to Chicago and like tries to run the restaurant himself. So the whole idea of the show is that he's trying to run this like shitty rundown restaurant and like get it back up to like, you know, it was never great standards, but he's trying to get it to a culinary standard. So the whole show is very like the camera is in the kitchen and there's like everyone's sweating, everyone's swearing, everyone's going crazy trying to like get on each other like, oh, like go do this, you go do that. It's like very like it almost feels like a Hell's Kitchen type shit, where it's like everything's very intense, everyone's yelling at each other, telling them what to do, and there's like a lot of drama and stuff, but it's a really good show.
The
Not gonna
main
watch
guy on The Bear is
Yeah.
played by the same guy who plays Lip in Shameless.
Oh,
So there you go. Shameless
It was
Bear.
really
I
good.
love Lip.
Jeremy Allen White.
Shout out
I
Lip.
love Lip.
He loves Lip. Anyways, Malcolm, please.
Don't give me that-
Anything
don't
else
give me that
you'd
Lip.
like to say to Breaking
Nothing
Bad?
else. I love Breaking Bad, and it was real good. Watch it.
All right, boys, we got another game for
Oh yeah.
my. I feel like a scumbag doing this though.
Why?
I feel like an absolute scumbag. Just because it's just it was the failsafe for me,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I feel bad for hitting the failsafe.
Mm-hmm.
You should feel
Should I
bad.
feel that? I should.
I
Maybe
mean,
a little.
I think it was always in your back pocket though.
It was always in my back
Yeah, there's
pocket. I
nothing
just
wrong
didn't-
with having a parachute. That's what they're
We
there
Safety net.
are going to be playing Red Flags.
for. What?
Family Feud music.
Okay, I don't wanna
Second
spend-
game,
Should I explain how it works?
I don't want
real
to spend way too long on this. Do you want to explain how it works?
Sure.
Can you do it briefly?
I can.
Do it briefly.
You have
So
5
basically-
seconds.
Basically, one of us is going to be the single person, and the rest of the people have to pick 2 cards.
Hypothetical.
Sure. The rest of us have to pick 2.
Why did you need to say that?
Oops.
Sorry. Sorry. Okay, wait. Ready? You're gonna say
Yeah,
how
I'm
to
gonna go
play.
ahead.
Ready? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1 from the beginning.
Okay, so basically how the game works is that one person will be the single person. Everyone else will pick 2 white cards that are positive traits to make a date for that single person. We'll go around and we'll read those cards.
You're just gonna watch me. You're not gonna. Oh my God.
Oops!
Sorry. Can you help me?
With what?
Taking cards
Should I keep going?
Yes.
You should keep going. Yeah.
So after the positive traits have been set for the single person, the people who made the dates are going to try to sabotage each other's perfect date. So basically, I'm going to give a red flag, aka a negative trait, to Matty's date, and then Matty's going to give a negative trait for Malcolm's person, and then Malcolm's going to give a negative trait to my person. And then Patrick's basically going to go through, read all of them, and then pick the lesser of all the evils, the date that he would actually go on, the one that's not as horrible as the rest.
How many whites and how many reds do we get?
We go 3 reds, 4 whites.
No, it's always more reds.
Nope.
You're right. You're right.
Patrick back down on that
Nope.
immediately.
Here, put that in front of you. Actually, why is that's only in reach for you? Put it closer to Matty.
We said 4 whites and 3 reds.
Yes. 4 and
Hey,
3.
who's this? Who's that genius who did this?
Not me. I only did whites. It was you.
Okay, who's gonna
And-
be single first?
And for those of you guys who
I'll
who
be
didn't
single
understand
first.
my explanation, you'll get it right away. It's pretty easy to understand. But for example, like let's start with Matty being single, for example, and we're gonna start with Patrick making a perfect date for Matty using 2 white cards,
Okay.
and then Malcolm, and then me, and then Matty's gonna like look through them, see which one he likes. But then the main point of the game is that we're gonna ruin each other's dates, and then Maddie's gonna have to pick between them.
We
Let's get
do
into
one white at a time, right?
We do both.
No, we do 2 at a time.
We do 2 at a time.
Like,
Yeah.
do you reveal both?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And that's round 1. Then round 2 is the red flag round.
So Malcolm's the single person.
What?
Malcolm or you?
Oh.
I thought
Thought
we-
Malcolm
you
was
are.
starting. We were just.
Are
gonna
you
go
starting?
down.
I thought Matty was starting.
I thought Matty was starting.
Let's just do Matty and then go.
Okay,
around.
person tis right.
Sure.
Maddie.
Yo.
So the date I'm going to propose to you.
Yes.
You'll never have to work while you date them,
Ooh.
and she loves the 80s.
Oh, Maddie hates the 80s.
Maddie hates the 80s.
I
Oh
hate
my
80s
god.
music.
But he likes movies. He
But I
likes
like
the 80s
80s
movies.
movies.
There you go, she
I
loves
like
the
video
80s.
games, so it's okay. We're still good.
Yeah, I heard 2 positives, 1 negative.
Mhm.
So what are the 2? So 80s and what?
You never have to work.
Never have to work while you date them.
Okay.
Malcolm, please.
Owns a penthouse suite in your favorite city.
What's your favorite city?
New York.
New York, NYC.
I'm gonna cycle between my head of either Toronto, New York, or Tokyo. Let's just cycle.
You've
You've never been to Tokyo. Go on.
Still
You've never been to
I would like a
Tokyo, go
penthouse
on.
suite.
And never arrives prematurely.
Never arrives.
Can you define what that means?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Prematurely. So they're always on time.
Always on
I don't
time.
think that's the implication of that card.
Go on.
I'm pretty sure
Does it mean they never come early?
basically
Oh
I
my
think.
goodness.
Okay.
What?
That's the implication of the card.
Elegance. Go on.
All right, Maddie.
Hmm.
I know you don't really care about this first thing, but it's just a plus.
Hmm.
She's an amazing dancer. She's really good at
Okay,
dancing.
I can work with that.
No,
You know, she does like a little like let's say she does
Maddie
like
doesn't dance.
let's say she does like salsa and that's hot.
Matthew doesn't dance. Go on.
Okay, Matthew also doesn't own a penthouse and it doesn't matter because
Well,
it's a cool thing.
She'll own the penthouse.
She
Okay,
owns
ready?
it though. It's something good for him.
Whatever. So an
Already
amazing
taking
dancer
shots.
gives you multiple orgasms.
Whoa.
Multiple.
Overtime.
You're so superficial, bro.
imagine in one sitting.
Okay, so I will initiate the
Can I just add one
saboteuring.
thing?
Yeah.
If there's one thing I love doing, it's busting a nut. So multiple.
my God.
Hey, do go on.
If there's one thing that the man loves. All right. So
do go
now
on.
Sabotage.
so now Patrick's gonna give a red flag, aka a negative trait, to Malcolm. For Malcolm's person. Malcolm, remind us what your person is.
She owns a penthouse in his favorite city and never arrives prematurely.
But
But this girl who, seems like she's rich, she never arrives prematurely, which is amazing for you, I guess. I mean, that would be better for a guy.
Mhm.
For a girl,
Definitely, yeah.
guy on girl.
Get on.
But she also kicks every animal she sees.
oh, imagine
Oh,
going on a
no.
walk and she sees like a little puppy.
How many
Imagine,
animals
imagine
do you see in
seeing a
the city,
chihuahua.
though?
Bam!
Boot.
She could kill it.
Well, if it's a chihuahua, fuck chihuahuas. But a
Yeah.
small dog, that's a problem.
You just outed yourself, bro.
Chihuahuas are little shits.
There's not a lot of animals in the city, which is good, I
Oh,
guess.
boy.
What's the phrase they
There's
used to
not a lot
say?
of animals in the city.
Shaking
People don't
around
walk
a
their
shitting
dogs in
dog.
the city.
What's the phrase that chihuahuas are famous for? Something Taco Bell.
What?
What are you saying right
I thought
now?
the Taco Bell mascot used to be that little chihuahua.
No.
I have no
It
idea.
says,
No.
"I quiero Taco Bell." or
Right.
whatever
Okay,
the fuck he would
so
say. That's not
so,
Spanish.
so Malcolm's gonna mess up my person, which
Mark's
is
girl is a dancer
and gives
Yo.
multiple
and gives
orgasms.
multiple orgasms, but they swear they're 18.
Oh,
Dude, she's 18.
She swears she's 18.
Swears it.
I swear I'm 18,
Dude.
Matty.
That's a problem.
Dude, she's 8. She's swearing that she's 18.
I don't know if I want to take her on her word.
Why would you
no.
not? If you
Why
trust
does
her,
she have to swear? She's 18.
Because maybe she looks young.
Does she not have a
In my-
license?
In my head, though, it's like I meet her for our first date, and before I say anything, I'm like, "Hi, Matt, nice to meet you." And she's like, "Hi, I'm fucking Gwen, nice to meet you."
Yeah.
And then the first
swear.
thing out of her mouth is, "By the way, I swear to you, I'm 18."
Yeah.
That's a red. That's
of course
red
it's red,
flag.
and that's why it is a red flag. Yeah. Okay, so Patrick, remind me of your person for Maddie.
So my girl for Maddie loves the 80s, and when he's with her, he'll never have to work.
Okay. So Maddie, this lady lives in a bedroom with 8 other dudes, including
Wow.
one named Jug.
My boy,
We've
Jug.
never had. Okay, she
She lives in a
listen,
bed.
Listen,
Maddie. Wait,
Definitely,
I'm going to clarify. She doesn't live in a house with 8 guys. She doesn't live in an apartment with. She lives in a bedroom, one single bedroom
Just
with
give
8,
it to me, Matty.
8
Just give
other
it.
guys.
Now notice
Good.
how it doesn't say anything about. This is a true test of your security as a man.
8 guys in one room.
This
He's
is a,
trying to
this
manipulate
is a true
you.
test as to how much, what's the word I'm looking for? How trusting you are, how non-toxic you are. If
Sure.
you're
Oh,
non-toxic,
look what he's doing.
He's trying to make you look bad if you say you don't
if
want
you're
them.
not toxic, then this shouldn't be a problem. It
Now,
doesn't say she's sleeping with
here's
them.
The thing, I trust her
Good.
imaginary girl
Wait a minute,
fully.
Maddie, can I just
don't
say?
trust Jug.
Yeah, but but also this is not like, oh, your long-term partner has this problem. This is like a date red flag. Like you're going, like I think when you read the rule book, it's like you're going on a date with this person and you find this thing out about them. Like it's not like you've known them for a long time. You already trust them. This is just like right off the bat. Oh, that's a red flag.
Okay, but the point of the game is that who can he see himself being with long term?
I've
Right?
reached
Probably
a
not her.
decision.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
not her.
It
It's
has
gotta
to be me.
Malcolm.
Yep, I knew it.
Kicks
I knew it.
every animal they see.
First of all,
You'll become a
Hold
social
on.
outcast.
It's
Hold
over.
on.
No, there's
It's
no
over.
hold
It's
on.
over.
You
It's
will
over.
become a social outcast. You kick the wrong person's dog. You will get beat up, man. You will actually get killed.
What is wrong with
Maddie,
you?
She's 18. I swear she's 18.
Am
Hold
I
on.
not right in what I'm saying?
Okay,
No.
but here's the thing. First of all, Malcolm's right in the sense of how many animals do I really see in a day? Second of all, she's not going to be able to like kick most birds. They'll just fly away.
True.
That's
True
the
that.
reasoning.
You're just gonna be like,
How about all the poor dogs she's gonna kick?
I mean,
How about all the
eventually.
cops- how about all the
huge
cops
jacked
she sees in her room?
How about the huge jacked owner whose dog she's gonna kick and who's gonna beat the hell out of you
Why
and
are they
maybe
going
kill
to beat
you?
me up? I didn't
All
kick
right,
the dog.
hey, it's over, right? I
They're
win.
going to beat her up, and I'm just going to stand
You're
there
gonna
and
be
like,
walking
"Oh,
with her.
I win.
All right, let's move on.
I guess.
Oh my god.
Where should we where should we burn the white ones and the red ones?
Just
the white and red.
White and red, yeah.
The bin, please.
Backwards like this?
Whatever, it doesn't matter. We can fix it.
Patrick will clean it up.
Who's single next?
Patrick.
Patrick's single next,
All
and
right.
Malcolm will start making a date for him.
Patrick.
I cannot believe you kicks every animal.
Maddie. Also,
I
it doesn't
fucking
say.
hate you.
By the way, the card doesn't say she's definitely under 18. It implies it, but you don't know.
Why is it?
Would you rather?
Why would you roll the dice?
Would you rather be with an animal abuser, someone who lives with 8 guys in one bedroom, or someone who's probably around 18?
Probably.
You're right. He picked the animal abuser.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Clip.
Go on. Go on.
All right, make me a woman.
Best smelling person in the world.
Okay, good.
Wait, a woman?
Never have to deal with an
Yeah.
ugh when you come out of the bathroom. Right. So
Yeah, but Patrick likes a little stank, no?
I do not. Go on.
And what kind of cars do you like?
Oh, you can't do that. Can't
Can't do
interview
that.
him.
Can't do that. Pick one.
Mm,
Just pick any luxury car, bro.
drives a Tesla Roadster.
You would have preferred the Model X, I think.
I would have preferred mini cars over the Tesla Roadster.
Mini cars.
Many other cars.
Many. Well, Tesla Roadsters are cool.
It's still good. Okay.
All right, Patrick.
No.
Patrick, I'm assuming you like someone who's in good shape. You don't want someone who, So
Wait. How good shape are we talking?
we're talking like she's
like round.
we're talking she's like she's got a tight bod. She's got a
Okay,
good bod.
great. I love that. Yeah.
Spin instructor.
Yep.
She's on that bike.
Boring.
She's on that bike. She's perky. She's biking.
She's perky.
She's perky. Many parts of her are
I
perky.
was going to
Oh
say,
my
what
God.
parts of her are perky?
Everything. Her personality. Okay, here we go. Spin instructor. She also has the same favorite foods as you. So
Okay,
it
excellent.
doesn't have to be like
Always
I wanna
eating your
get
food.
No. You go out to a restaurant that has food that you both like, and you both get food.
Yeah.
But the good thing is that you don't have to argue about like, I don't like.
You're right.
She
You're
goes-
right.
she
'Cause
goes,
imagine if she didn't like sushi.
That's what I was about to say.
Right.
If you're like, I want to go out to sushi, she's like, no, never. I'm not going out to sushi
Yeah,
with you.
it can work. Yeah. it
There
can
you
work,
go.
Patrick, the girl I'm trying to get you on this first date with has front row tickets to every concert.
Well, that's cool.
And she owns
Malcolm goes,
she owns a very, very successful business.
oh, okay.
Money, please.
Yeah. Oh, that's the
blank.
blank. Oh,
Maddie's
still
owns.
the
blank.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Very
saying a
successful.
very, very successful
Cool.
business.
I
Now
mean-
I want you to note 2 varies in that. That was the worst time for us to go quiet.
Bah.
Who's screwing up Malcolm's
Can
girl?
I
I'm
just say-
screwing up Mark.
Can I just say?
No, you can't say.
Okay, I just need to say one thing.
He can't say.
I've only been to one concert in my life.
The
which was a
Weeknd.
Weekend concert, which was really good. However, I don't foresee myself being a
A
huge
concert guy.
person.
Me neither.
If you had front row tickets to any concert you wanted, even like a dope like jazz performance or a classical music thing.
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow.
Listen, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just trying to express that I don't think
You
in
would
the
use it
long
that
run
much.
I'm a concert kind of
She
guy.
Me
can
neither.
scalp every one of those tickets,
Right.
giving her more money for you.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Why are you misinterpreting
Alright,
what I'm saying?
alright.
Okay,
so
it doesn't-
Patrick.
it doesn't matter what's going on with Mark's girl because
So wait. Spin instructor,
Yeah.
tight bod,
like I said, it
same
doesn't-
favorite foods.
like I said, it doesn't matter because she's rigged to a time bomb.
hey. You know what the thing is? It doesn't say she's gonna die from a bomb. You could call a
No,
bomb.
no.
You could call a bomb squad and she could be saved. Just because she's rigged to it doesn't mean she's gonna 100% die.
I'm gonna work.
Malcolm,
I'm
I'm
gonna
on a
work.
first
I'm gonna
date-
work my way out of Maddie's
no,
red
no,
flag
no,
too.
no. It's not
Malcolm,
like
how much time's on that time?
you don't get to decide. It just says rigged to a time bomb.
Which
You think
implies-
that I'm gonna show up on a date? There's a
No,
girl
no, no,
with
no.
a bomb rigged to her, and I'm gonna stick around and see if the bomb squad
Wait.
figures it out.
What if she's a spin instructor? She has the same favorite foods. What if they're worse? We'll just see.
We'll
Just see.
We'll see.
So, Matty, remind me of your person.
Front row tickets to every concert, owns a very, very successful business.
Okay. She always, and it's not sometimes or most times, it's literally always, no matter what, dresses like a clown. So she has the big red nose. She has the fucking rainbow afro.
So going out with the clown or
She has clown shoes. She has a clown, like the parachute onesie that they wear. She's fully dressed like a clown.
I
up.
am going to push back on this because there are people who dress like clowns but don't do the full getup. There are sexy lady clowns.
That's not the implication.
He's right though.
Dresses like a clown. Just Google clown. That's what it is. A clown.
Dresses like a sexy clown.
It doesn't say, you know what? Some cards say like a sexy whatever. This doesn't say a sexy clown. It says a clown.
But she could just be like wearing
No.
like makeup
All right,
and a
let's
nose.
get down to
Doesn't
it. We all
imply
know what
it.
a clown is.
He doesn't get
Come
to
on, we all know
get to
what
decide
that
that.
is.
It's a clown
Why do you get to decide that?
because it's I'm not deciding anything. I'm just saying clown. I'm not saying
Well, it's open to interpretation.
no. It's not because you've Google clown.
Matty.
Clown.
Okay, Matty, put your red flag down.
Patrick, if you're not sure what a clown looks like, just Google clown, and then you'll know what. And then you'll know what you're looking at.
Malcolm, your girl drives a Tesla and what?
This is the best smelling person in the world.
She eats crayons. You want to kiss a crayon mouth all the time?
Not a
You want to
deal
be
breaker.
out to dinner somewhere?
Not a
and she
deal
goes-
breaker
You wanna blow
considering
up?
what's in front of me.
You want to blow up?
What if she's like? I feel like it's gonna kill. That should
Yeah,
kill
it's
you.
also toxic.
Let's go to your wedding
Kill
in a
me?
Hey
no,
Patrick,
I'm saying it's gonna kill her.
let's go to your wedding in a clown suit.
Yeah, the clown is. The
She's
clown is
walking
not
down the
even-
aisle with giant shoes.
Patrick, a clown has a red. Even if it's a
The
sexy,
problem?
bro, even if it's a sexy clown, red nose, fucking like the whole hairdo.
Face is
I don't-
always
I don't buy
painted.
this. I don't
Face
buy
is
this.
always
the
painted.
the problem is, if we do get together, and I have to take her to a funeral,
Yeah. She's making a mockery of the whole thing.
she's
Yeah,
making
at
a,
least she's
she's
not
making a
eating
mockery of the
crayons.
she
or
could be
about
a
to
sad
kill
clown.
everybody else at
she's
the funeral.
she's making a mockery of the person who's
Patrick.
dead.
Patrick,
Clowns-
I understand this is a very
Clowns have emotions.
Patrick, I understand this is a very stressful situation that you'd be in, and you don't want to necessarily deal with it, obviously. But to me, it's like someone who's poisoning themselves,
No, that's not.
someone who dresses like a clown always, or someone who you could help save, and then after
What do you
that,
mean help save?
Crayons.
In that
yeah, it's gross, bro.
I'm going out with the person who
In
has
that-
crayons.
wait,
who
in
eats
that-
crayons.
in that
That's
case,
your
I'm
pick?
choosing it.
Wait, in that
He already
case,
picked you. What are you doing? You picked.
I'm just saying. In that case, since you're arguing that, I can just argue. We'll just send her to therapy and we'll work her through the crayon
Wait, did
thing.
you pick
You could do
Malcolm?
that.
I picked Malcolm's.
Oh, fuck you.
I picked
go.
Malcolm's, and I can't believe you were arguing for that long. If I go on a date and she's strapped to a bomb, I'm not sticking around.
Yeah,
but
but what if
Malcolm's
one of them?
girl's
What if
dead
one of them?
soon,
What if
too.
one of them is like she's a child, and the other one's, you know what I'm saying? I thought I'd see where to go.
Hi, it's
'Cause
nice to meet you. My name's Tracy. Can you help me?
Help me.
Help me.
Hey, I'm a spin.
Get this off. Get this
Hey,
off.
I'm a spin instructor with a tight bod, but I have a bomb strapped to my chest. Will you go out with me?
Are we crafting Malcolm the perfect
Yes.
woman now? Who
Yes.
starts?
will start.
Mark.
So, okay, let me see here. Okay, Malcolm. This lovely lady is both a night person and a morning person, so you don't have to worry about like, oh,
I like 'em
You
both.
can't do like a morning thing because she's not a night morning person. Like, she's good for both. And she, let me think about this for 1 second.
He's thinking. Everybody let him think.
She has a cellar full of designer clothing. You got Kith in there. You got.
He's not into that.
I like
He likes
some.
designer
I mean,
clothing.
I
We
like
talk about it
there's some
sometimes.
designer clothing that isn't big like Gucci and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
actually
Do you like
nice
designer
and
clothes that are cold because they're in a cellar?
I warm them up when I wear them.
A cellar doesn't imply it has to be cold.
A cellar is cold, you
Cellar's
fool.
cold.
Yeah, but I mean it's cold like a basement or whatever, but not like ice cold.
Go on, Matty.
Malcolm, I'm going to present you with a lady who's an Olympic gymnast. Imagine the bod. Who loves to laugh.
Some of them
She
are pretty
loves to laugh.
Olympic gymnasts. Some of them are pretty muscular, huh?
Not this one,
Like
though.
big shoulders.
Not this
How
one.
do you know not this one?
Simone Biles. Ooh, she's
No,
pretty
not-
big.
so-
no, not
She's pretty
her.
big.
The girl
also.
I'm proposing for you loves sports, and she volunteers for social media campaigns at Old Trafford.
Good for her.
For those who don't know, that's Manchester United's stadium. I guess the implication here is that she's got connections at Old Trafford.
She volunteers for the social media team.
She
She's making no money.
She has
She's wasting her goddamn time.
she has connections at Old Trafford, so that could translate.
So basically, what you're saying is she could be working from home, just posting something on social media.
No one said this is her whole life. My goodness, what is up with you? She's volunteering at Old Trafford.
Well,
she
you're
can
trying
get
to
you
s-
tickets.
You're
What
trying to
is
sell.
up with you?
I can get myself tickets.
Huh?
Okay, here we're
You-
gonna
for
move on. We're gonna move on.
free!
We're
You
gonna
think
move
a
on.
volunteer can get me tickets for free?
We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on.
Maybe.
Let's
I
move
think
on.
she's got
Okay,
connections,
so
right?
so Maddie, remind us of your lady, and I'm gonna ruin her.
An Olympic gymnast who loves to laugh.
She's constantly trying to bang your friends. Constantly.
That's us. That's us.
She's
It's a perk.
That's these guys.
She's not just like every once in a while, and you're like, "What the hell? Can we talk about this?" Like always trying to bang
It's like,
me or
it's like we're
honestly-
hanging out, and I
honestly-
go, "Where's Patrick and Tracy?"
Honestly, if you loved us as your friends, you would pick
Yeah, you would
Oh,
do it.
really?
You
that
would do
card.
it for
Yeah.
us.
You do
So-
for us.
And
Malcolm,
honestly,
Malcolm,
hold
she's
on,
hanging
Malcolm.
at your wedding, by the way. At your wedding, she's trying to bang one of us. She's like rubbing one of our
Hey,
legs.
Malcolm, like Patrick tried to do to me earlier, you're a piece of shit if you don't pick it because if you should pick. Wait a minute, this is Mark. Why am I defending it? I take back what I'm about to say.
Perfect.
I'm not going to say it because it's
Perfect.
defending Mark.
Ruin
Doesn't help
me.
at all. Oh wait, no, this is my lady. Constantly tries to bang your friends.
Literally horrible. No saving
You
it.
should trust the three of us enough to know that we wouldn't sleep. with
Yeah,
her.
that's fine. He does
don't-
trust
Malcolm,
us.
Malcolm, don't let it bother you. That's what he's saying. He's saying,
but-
Patrick, what he's saying is,
Yeah.
we're not gonna do anything. Don't let it bother you that she's always trying to fuck us.
Don't
dude.
let us. Don't let
What,
us.
what he's saying doesn't make any sense because it
Doesn't.
has nothing to do with us. It has everything to do with the
Exactly.
girl.
Yeah, what she's doing.
But there's
Let's
never.
just move on.
It,
Let's move
it
on to
doesn't
the
matter.
next
Well,
one.
Maddie-
But
It-
there's
it's not
never
saying
gonna
that
be
she is. It's not
follow-through.
saying that. It's not saying she's succeeding.
Exactly.
The very thought of it is
what Maddie's
done.
saying. What Maddie's
There's
saying.
never any follow through.
Wait. What Maddie's
She
And-
never technically cheats.
Trying is enough to say, okay, this relationship is over.
I'd say
Yeah,
we
yeah.
move on to the next card.
Yeah.
Why is this even a discussion?
I don't know.
Are you out of your mind?
Because it's the game and I have to defend
Ruined
myself.
my thing.
All right, go ahead, Maddie.
Patrick's, who's volunteers for
Old
Arsenal and
Arsenal
and loves
Manchester
sports.
United.
She immediately tries to kill you with a fork.
Wow.
Oh well, if you could just get past that small hiccup, you
Alright,
guys
Mar-
will have a long and
Let's hear
happy
marks.
life together.
Let's hear marks.
Listen,
Patrick, ruin mine.
I'm gonna think. Let's do marks. Let's think.
Okay, is it?
that's gonna ruin it for you. Sure, she tries to kill.
We didn't say
Listen,
anything.
listen. She tries to kill you. It's 5 seconds of your life. 5 seconds versus an eternity of happiness.
Yeah,
I
but
go over that
imagine-
'cause she just goes, "I'm sorry."
Yeah, and then you're gonna be comfortable sleeping in a bedroom with her. All right, go ahead, Patrick. Go to room. So she's a night and a morning person, and she has a cellar full of designer clothing. Like, yeah.
That's so funny.
She only speaks in boy band lyrics.
Ooh.
You know what? There's enough.
That's so annoying.
No, but listen
That
to
is
this.
terrible.
Listen to this. There's
That
enough.
is so
There's
terrible.
enough boy band lyrics out there that she can form a coherent sentence.
To be completely honest with you, I know it seems face value crazy. I know it
Get outta
seems.
here.
Listen, no, seriously, hear me out for a second. I know it seems crazy, but that's
you.
Mark wins.
Yup.
That's forever. This is for just.
The first day she's gonna try to stab me.
You're not confident that you can evade her attack?
I went.
She's doing it.
I won already.
survive.
The same way that Maddie's girl is going to try
like
to
how
bang
you-
my friends, she's going to try to stab me with a
the
fork.
best things in life aren't easy.
Are worth fighting for.
Are worth
The
fighting
first, the
for.
first date, I should deal with that. The first date.
Okay. By the way, so what are we playing to first to 3?
Maybe first of 3.
Okay. So
Sure.
now we're making a date for me here.
Okay.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
Matt-
If we do first to 3 and everyone starts winning a couple, it's going to be a little while.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I think
see what
I think
happens.
3 should be fine.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Like, I think 2 is a weird number. 2 is just like could be like that.
And he already has 2.
Yeah. He has 2 already.
Yeah.
Let's win.
We got to be cognizant of that. We got to be aware of that.
Cognizant.
All right. Am I
Yeah.
going first?
Yes, please.
Oh, Mark, your girl
Hmm.
cooks all your favorite foods.
Love it. Love it.
Now, this is going to be a very delicate thing for me to answer. I'm thinking on the spot here. She looks exactly like
You can say whatever you want.
Margot Robbie.
She's beautiful.
And she cooks all your favorite foods. My
Okay.
shit is plastic. Go ahead.
Okay,
That's
the girl,
pretty, that's pretty elite. Go ahead.
the girl I'm proposing to you is a genie, so you get wishes. Is a genie.
So magical.
Is she like?
It's pretty good.
I'm thinking genie like
They can.
she's float like she's like a,
no, but she can have a,
Take
a
it.
A
human
human
form.
form, yeah.
You can wish for those 2 things Maddie has,
Mhm.
and then you don't have to deal with Maddie's
But the thing is, I
cards.
don't like the fact that I'm with someone who's not human. But go ahead, keep going. Even if she has a human form, I just don't like the fact that she's not human.
Go. I
Don't
wish
look
for you
at me
to be-
like it's fucking weird. You'd be like, oh, I'm dating someone who's like a magical creature.
No.
That'd be
Three-
weird.
Wait.
Get-
Just to defend Patrick, just because I wish for you to be Margot Robbie. I wish for you the other thing. I wish you to be human. There you go. Done.
I don't. Is that,
I'm in disbelief
can
at what
can
you're
that-
saying
can
right
that-
now.
Can that work? Can you wish a genie?
You
to
can
be
wish
human?
whatever
Here's the
you
thing, Mark.
want.
If you had 3 wishes, do you really want to blow them on getting the 2 things my girl has and making her human? You don't get like money
You don't need
or
to.
cars.
You don't need to.
superpowers
You
or
don't need to blow them.
We'll see how the red flags go. But it's not horrible. Go, keep going.
You made it sound like it was the worst thing in
No,
the world.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to criticize. I'm trying to be critical.
has the best hair ever. You made me
cool.
upset.
Wow.
That's cool.
You made me upset. I gave you a garbage card.
I like hair.
Makes you feel secure.
Oh, I love that.
Pussy shit.
And
love that.
An emotional guy. And
Can I just say, sorry?
No, you can't.
No, just before
No,
you put
no,
this
no, no.
before you put this next card
Probably
down.
not.
You're exposing yourself for being the most toxic man in the world. Go on.
I'm just trying to play the game.
Don't hate the game, baby.
Don't hate the player. Hate the
You'll
player.
never-
Don't hate the player.
You'll never get sick while you date them.
I hate being sick, and I like feeling secure.
I'm
That's very good
I'm
so
glad.
far.
And
All
sick
right,
doesn't
Matt.
just imply like. It also implies like, oh, I'm sore, or like I'm sick at
That's
the
not
gym.
sick. That's
No,
not
it's
sick.
It's sick.
Okay, Matty.
A cold is sick.
No,
Alright,
no.
Matty.
Neck pain is sick.
Ruin Patrick's. What's yours, Patrick?
Patrick's girl, who's a genie, weird with the best hair ever.
Very weird. I just don't like that.
You're one of the only people that I know who could
This is
have
gonna drive Mark nuts.
who could have endless possibilities to make your life infinitely better and say, "Oh, that's weird."
I just don't want to
Not
date.
endless
I just don't want
possibilities, three
to. I just don't want to
possibilities.
date a non-human. That's all I'm saying. And-
Patrick's genie with the best hair ever only, and I want to underline that, only responds to texts with K. I knew that was going to
Okay.
drive him nuts.
That's
I
not-
knew that was going to
listen,
drive
It
him
might
nuts.
not. Depending on what the other two
This
are, it
is
might
this
be
is
not-
gonna be light shit. This is gonna be light shit.
Maybe.
When you're like, you know what, Stella the genie, I think the fact that you're a genie, I've worked past it, and I'm ready to tell you that I love you. K.
Okay.
Malcolm's girl only speaks in motivational quotes. Only speaks in motivational
like-
quotes.
Shit happens.
Like you can't take pieces out of
So
the
the
whole
same-
quote.
so
It's
the
the whole
same-
quote.
Oh, there's a whole quote.
It's
huh?
the whole quote.
The whole quote.
A quote is a quote, isn't it?
I mean, I guess so.
Because with the band lyrics thing, you can combine band lyrics. You can
It
do like a
doesn't-
little bit of this lyric, a little bit of that.
Yeah,
It
lyric.
doesn't mean
Nope,
that she's
I don't
saying it
buy
in
that.
the same way.
What do
Like
you
she
mean?
can say it in her own way, so it sounds normal.
But lyrics. But what you would be saying is that you have to take the. She can only quote the whole song. She can quote a piece of the song.
But
No?
to me, a lyric is like a sentence.
Yeah,
like
sentence.
you couldn't say like
But
if
I
you were
know,
like, what
not
do
a
you want to do for
word,
dinner?
I know.
And she's like, I want, and then like starts a
No,
second lyric.
No, but you could say a sentence. I'm sure you can pull one sentence out of a boy band song that doesn't sound insane and string it together with another sentence, which is
I
why you picked
guess.
it. But
Yeah, but
Anyway.
only motivational quotes. That's gonna drive you
Like-
crazy.
like-
More crazy than the K thing.
I'm like oh my.
you love to talk. You
I'm
love
like
to
my, I'm like my
communicate.
family member
Hey, how
has
about I put
cancer.
how about I
and
put
she's
down
like
my
just-
card?
What?
How about I put down my card?
Sure. Okay, what's Matty? What's yours again?
Cooks all your favorite foods. Looks exactly like Margot.
Banger.
0% sexually attracted to you.
Oh no.
How shallow are you, Mark?
Very shallow. I have to have some sort of attraction. This is insane.
Yeah, come on. It's a relationship, Matty.
But it's also she's not saying she's not gonna have sex with you.
No.
No,
It's just
it's
that
not
she's
gonna like it.
not.
She's not going to be into it.
You're,
just
yeah,
not
she's not gonna be into it, and quite frankly, that's
You're
gonna
gonna
ruin
feel
it.
it.
For
You're
you.
gonna
Can
feel
I?
it.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. If I can use one of the wishes to turn her into human, the other one I could be like make her look like whatever, and then the third one be like
Filthy
whatever
rich.
I want.
You can be
Sure.
filthy rich.
Completely
If I can-
artificial.
You can do
though.
that.
If we're saying I can create her into a human,
You can do that.
I'm just not gonna text her. I just be like, let's just call only or see each other in person. Because I actually kind of prefer calling over texting anyway.
Okay.
That's my pick.
And then
Perfect.
in the back of your
Fuck
mind, you know,
this.
she's a genie. She's not really human.
No, but I turned her into a human with one of the wishes.
Not real.
Now the question is she still gonna love Mark after he strips her of what she is?
That was the
After he robs her identity.
That was the right choice. Absolutely. Okay, now we're making a date for Matty.
Matthew Urso.
God.
We're back around to Matty.
So wait, Mark's at 1, Patrick's at 1, and
Malcolm's
Malcolm's
at
at
2.
2.
You're
Yeah,
at,
I
you're,
would
you're
say
at
let's
zip.
do this round.
One more round around.
Well, actually, somebody's gonna tie Malcolm on it.
I forgot.
You have one? You don't have one.
No. So let's do this round, and if somebody ties Malcolm,
Then we do one more round.
then we'll do one more to see if one of those two people wins. If not, and the third person ties Malcolm,
Then we end it.
then do another date for me, so
Oh,
that
okay.
somebody has to get to 3, and that'll end it.
Okay.
So
Let's
we'll
do
see
it.
how
So
these
we're
next
playing a
couple rounds
3 unless all
Unless
these things
Malcolm,
happen.
if Malcolm wins this one right now,
We're
then
done.
he's at 3 and it's over. But if
Yeah.
one of you can tie him, that'll guarantee at least one more, maybe 2.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
And we're building me a date, yes?
We're building
Yep.
you a date.
Great.
The girl I'm proposing to you, Matthew, has the most
Please.
attractive body you've ever seen.
Oh my
Good lord.
You've ever seen.
Yeah. What does that look like?
And
My girlfriend.
and nice.
Great.
Nice.
Nice.
Good answer. Good answer.
And is a YouTube celebrity.
Oh.
Interesting.
Influencer.
That's not what that
He's
means.
an influencer.
That's not what that means. Go on, Malcolm.
Believes
Matty loves YouTube celebrities. Go ahead, Malcolm.
believes you're the most attractive person they've ever met.
Do you want that though?
Yeah.
Maddie, that means that she thinks that you're more attractive than Chris Evans and all these people, and
doesn't-
you're like,
who
well,
doesn't
what's
want
wrong
that?
with her
Who doesn't
mentally?
want
She
that?
thinks
you
that
have
none
to-
of these
that- it begs
models
the
are.
question.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
begs the
What's wrong
question.
with her?
How
I
dare
think-
she
I think
think
that's
you
cool.
you're attractive? How dare
No,
she?
no, no, no. Not just
it's
attractive.
not
The
the
most.
most attractive.
But
isn't
Matthew,
that
listen, I
ideal?
love you.
Keep going. I think I know where you were going.
Maddie would never argue that he's more attractive than a fucking like model guy.
More
But
than
if
Chris
she
Evans.
believed it, what's wrong with that?
But then it just it implies there's further psychological problems.
Does it?
She's also royalty.
She's also
The
royalty.
biggest insult.
Rich. Owns a
You don't,
country
you
problem.
don't like royalty. You don't
I
like
don't.
You don't like the man.
I don't like royalty unless I'm fucking them and we're together.
Which
and I
is
get
what
all
you're
their
doing.
money
So
and-
you do
Maddie,
like royalty?
I think something that you dislike about certain people are that they have like they're like lazy as shit. And they have
Yes.
like nothing of purpose.
I
or
bet this
whatever.
card's the opposite of that.
So this person, it is the opposite of that. Very intuitive.
Good.
This girl is driven. She has goals.
Interesting.
And
Boring.
also,
It is boring.
oh yeah, is having the best sex ever boring?
What?
Ever, dude.
Is that your card?
Yep.
Let me reiterate.
Read it.
Best sex ever.
Read it verbatim.
Let me
Oh my God,
reiterate.
it does say that.
Let me reiterate. I love busting a nut. Go on.
So she's driven to giving you the best experience.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna have to sabotage Malcolm's first.
Mm.
Do it.
Malcolm's royalty girl who what was the other one?
She thinks you're the most attractive
Right,
man
right,
on
right.
this earth. But she writes erotic Lassie fan fiction.
Oh, Lassie's a dog.
Mm,
Lassie's a dog. Did you know that? So she
did.
she writes
She
fan fiction
she
about
writes about bestiality.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
that's not good.
Creative minds, right?
That's not good.
creative mind,
Uh,
perverted
she,
mind.
She publishes it for your family to see.
cool. She's driven. Best sex ever. She's always drunk. Literally always drunk.
Yeah, that's
no, here's the thing.
Maddie.
No, no, no,
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Let me argue
No,
this.
be silent. I want to
Maddie.
hear the thing. I want to hear the
Here's the
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
I know there's like being tipsy is different from being drunk, but at the same time is a spectrum to being drunk. There's not just like one level of drunk. So to
Kind
me-
of like how there's a spectrum of clown. Go on.
sure. No. There's a spectrum of clown. What the fuck is a spectrum of clown? What does that even mean? Define the spectrum of clown.
Go on.
I don't want to.
Go on.
Perfect.
Go on.
So let's say it doesn't mean she's shit faced the whole time.
Sure.
She could just be a little drunk. I'd say tipsy is like a
Tipsy's
part of the drunk
Tipsy's
scale.
a little drunk.
A little drunk. So she
Is
could
that
be-
your point?
That's
may
not
I,
drunk,
may I
though.
jump in now?
My point is that she's not like this. You made it seem like you're.
His point is she's always
could-
drunk when
I
having
made
sex.
it seem like what? Every single experience he's gonna have with her is
She's a little bit-
inauthentic
she's
in a
little-
sense.
No. She's tipsy. You can be normal. You've been tipsy. You're normal when you're tipsy.
Wait,
Jump-
the first thing you said was tipsy is different from drunk.
No. But then
So she's not
no.
tipsy.
But then when I thought about it, when Malcolm was saying it, it's like tipsy means that you're a little bit drunk. That's what it means.
No, but tipsy's not drunk.
And,
but no,
and
tip- no,
tipsy is a word that means something specific.
No, but tipsy is a part of the drunk spectrum. I believe if you Google tipsy, it's like someone who's a little bit
Oh,
drunk.
so you can choose that
Somebody
part, but
Google-
Maddie can't choose how much clown his clown is.
No, bro, a clown's a clown. What do you mean
This is what I'm
spectrum of
saying.
clown?
Drunk
is drunk. Drunk is drunk.
No.
Spectrum
but,
of clown.
But there's levels of drunk. There's no level of clown. You're a clown. There's no. You're not kind of a clown.
In any sense, drunk means she's in a state where
Okay, we're googling.
not everything is like 100%
Are we
in
Googling
her
the
control.
spectrum of drunk?
I'm googling. Is tipsy? Does being tipsy count as being drunk?
Well, Mark does
Well-
that. What jumps out to me is like, man, she's never gonna be able to drive me anywhere.
It's also
That's the
Google.
first thing that came to
Can
mind.
I still be a
You
clown
take
if
her
I
to
have
see
only
her
wear the
parents.
nose?
Ready? The second stage of intoxication is known as euphoric and occurs at a blood alcohol level of 0.03 to 0.12. Typically, the stage occurs within 2 to 3 drinks per hour for men and 1 to 2 drinks per hour for women, frequently referring to the stage as being tipsy. So it's defined as intoxication.
Not drunk.
Drunk is a slang
Search
for
up
intoxication.
what does drunk mean?
Bro, drunk
Because your argument was search up clown and you'll know.
No.
Search up what does drunk mean and you'll know.
What do you mean?
Search up what does drunk mean.
It says affected by alcohol or to the extent of losing control of one's faculties or behavior.
Bink. Okay.
What do you,
Bink.
bro? Intoxication, that means being drunk. Intoxicated
No,
means
'cause
drunk.
Because you can
Yeah,
have.
So
you
what
can
does
have
intoxicated mean?
It says tipsy is a part of being intoxicated. So that's a level of being intoxicated.
But
Yes.
if you wait, but
And
if
so
you
I'm saying
have,
she could, and also by the way, that's the second stage of being drunk, of intoxication, aka
listen,
being drunk.
if you have
Let
any,
me,
if you have any level of
I wasn't
alcohol
done.
in your body, though,
I wasn't done. That's the second stage of being drunk, meaning there's a first stage before being tipsy of being drunk. So she could also be that, which is even less drunk than being tipsy. Is what I'm saying.
Do you want to be with a drunk? That's what it comes down
Matty,
to.
all I'm
Do
saying
you
is
wanna
that,
be
all I'm
with a
saying is
drunk
that
for
she
the
doesn't have
rest
to
of
be
your life?
shit faced the whole time. There's a second stage called being tipsy, of being intoxicated.
It's funny because no one actually said that she was shit faced.
No, I'm saying she's not like super drunk. Is what I'm saying. It doesn't say she's always shit faced or she's always like super drunk. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, sabotage my card, please. Sabotage
Alright.
my girl.
What's yours?
She's a YouTube celebrity, and she has the most attractive body Maddie's ever seen.
She calls you by her ex's name every single time. Every time. Her ex's name. Oh no, wait. Calls you by ex's name every time. Yeah, her ex's name. So she's like, "Oh,
Hey, Alex.
Jonathan." Every
I
single
love you,
time.
Alex.
And she's in bed with you and she's saying his name.
Damn.
Or drunk all the time. Drunk all the time.
It doesn't say she's in love with him. She's not in love with her ex.
No, but it's gonna fuck with him a little bit.
Never your name.
Quite a lot of it.
Never your name.
And
Most attractive body. Listen,
at your
it's
wedding,
trade-offs.
at your wedding, she goes, "I love you, Jonathan." Everyone goes, "Who's Jonathan?"
I've reached a
This is just a
decision.
fan fiction.
I wouldn't even blame him. Yeah, go ahead.
It's got to be Malcolm.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah,
Mal-
it
what
has
was
to be
Malcolm?
The royalty girl
Lassie.
who finds me the most attractive person on earth, but she writes the Lassie erotica.
That's pretty gross, but it's probably
Yeah, that's the least of all.
And Malcolm
evils.
wins.
Malcolm
Okay.
wins two games in
today.
one day.
Malcolm's having a good streak here.
Oh,
Well, anyways,
Lordy.
this was red flags. We're gonna clean this shit up now.
Well,
Patrick, take us out.
yeah, okay. We'll just keep it on theme. When Matthew buys you a milkshake, I'll get you a burger.
Nice.
Look at that.
Cool.
Malcolm's next visit to Five Guys is gonna be a good one.
So I have a little activity that I want to play.
Do you?
I
Is
do.
that what you had originally?
That is not what I had originally.
What did you have originally?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
A topic that I did not think through and I don't want to do anymore. But
Okay.
this topic is similar to the one I did at one point when it was like our favorite pizza toppings and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of like an elimination. Like you can only keep a certain amount of these left,
Oh,
and you
okay.
gotta like never eat any of these other things anymore.
Okay.
So Matty, go ahead, open it.
Why do you have your girlfriend's chat open?
Now you can mute it right away.
You might want to get rid of that.
Okay.
That's okay. It's just
So
says
everyone
like
eliminate two. You have to eliminate two of these.
Can I go first?
Yes.
two have to go forever. Our options
Soda.
are-
We're gonna go one by one.
I was just
One
gonna
by
say
one?
pizza, ice cream, fries, cookies, chips, cake, chocolate, cheeseburger.
Are you
soda.
gonna put it up on the screen?
I will put
So
this. up on the
why
screen.
are you assuming our audience can't read?
Because you're illiterate.
Okay.
So for me, the answers are very clear, and they're it's not even a debate for myself. And I can start. if we-
Clear?
Yes.
The answers are clear.
Clear.
I'm gonna say my answers are also clear.
Okay, Patrick, think about it.
Mine are somewhat clear.
And I want people watching to note in their heads which ones they would remove, and then even comment it on the video if you'd like. I shall start if you guys would
Comment
like me
on what you would remove and comment on if you believe it's clear.
I have
what to
for
remove.
for myself. It's clear. Okay, I am removing soda right off the bat. And I think Malcolm said the same thing. And secondly, there's two that were like kind of tight for me, and like even right now I'm like, should I switch them? So yeah, maybe clear is not the right term, but what I might do is remove soda and chips. I don't find myself eating chips that often. I like chips, but I never like buy chips for myself really. I'm not a huge chip person. If there's chips at a function, I will eat them. And I really like eating like pizza with chips on the side, or like a sandwich. A sandwich is really good with chips on the side. You have like a BLT with a chips thing. It's really good. But to me, I'm removing soda and chips relatively easily.
Would you guys like to go next, or do you want me to rattle mine?
You can
off?
go ahead.
Cookies and cake are gone.
No,
Wow.
dude, that's insane.
That is insane.
No more cookies for the rest of your life?
Cookies and cake. Oh, wait a minute. Mom's homemade Christmas cookies.
That's what I was gonna say.
Cookies and cake
Dude,
are gone.
wait. What about ice cream cake? Your favorite.
You
Your
just
favorite.
spat in your mother's face.
Nope. And ice cream cake doesn't count because it's ice cream. So fuck you.
No.
Ice cream cake is cake.
I think ice cream cake would
I-
get.
It
I
literally
wouldn't
ends
say
in
that.
cake.
It literally, by definition, is ice cream. It's
No,
not
no,
cake.
no,
They
but-
call it ice
but
cream
don't-
cake,
no, but-
it's not cake.
But don't a lot of ice cream cakes have like layers
do.
of cake in them?
They do.
Not all of
They
them.
do not.
No,
They-
but
a
not,
lot of them
you're
do.
thinking about a specific one that's all ice cream. But there are some that have like a layer of like
So
cake.
let's
inside.
get rid. So let's just say the ice cream, pure ice cream cake, is not cake.
Yeah, that's just ice cream for sure.
That's just
But I'm
ice
saying
cream in
like
the shape of
generally,
cake.
I've seen ice cream cake
Okay.
that has cakiness in it.
Yeah,
Sure.
any ice cream that has any ice cream cake that has anything other than ice cream is out.
or whipped
Nope.
cream, or
Meaning
whatever.
the Dairy Queen ice cream cake is out.
The layer in the middle is out. You're a
but
stupid
you can't-
person
you
because
can't
you're
eat
saying
that-
anything in the cake. If I took a ice cream cake that was all ice cream and wanted the chocolate chips and shit on there, it's It's my fucking
No,
business.
no,
You wanna
no,
know why?
no, Matty-
'Cause I'm keeping chocolate.
Honestly, Matty's fair because there's ice cream on there, so he's keeping ice cream. You can have you can have a oop.
He's got a runaway string.
Anyway, so I think Matty's fair. If the ice cream cake that he's talking about is full ice cream is still up on there, so you can have it. But if it has any other, like, let's say you're eating the one with like a layer of something in it, you can't eat that layer. You can only eat the ice cream.
Sure.
So that's his choice.
Or I'll just get one without the layer.
Cookies. Also, you can't have. You said cookies and cakes. You can't have.
Losing my mom's
cookies?
homemade Christmas cookies
That's
is
insane.
going to be very,
Dude, you're keeping-
very, very tough.
You're keeping chips over that.
I'm surprised that you're keeping chocolate over that.
He's not even a big.
Honestly,
chocolate.
I have
You're
my
not even a
answer.
big chocolate guy.
I guess, but like I don't know. It's just I feel like cake is such an easy one for me because I don't eat cake that often.
Dude, look at the top comment is honestly cake and cookies.
I
See?
didn't even notice.
Anyone?
Top
and then
comment.
The second comment says anybody not saying cake needs help.
Someone said
There you
cheeseburger
go.
and cookie. Who said cheeseburger?
I love cheeseburgers. Here's what to me.
I can't knock out
Dude,
cheeseburger. I cannot.
Me neither. To me, like the reason I'm saying I don't drink soda much ever. Only if I go out and it's like a part of the combo or something. But otherwise, I never get soda for myself and I never get chips for myself. So that's why those are my answers. But Patrick, what are you thinking here?
You're gonna stick with cookies.
Yeah.
Even though you're
Cookies
losing
and
your
cake.
mom's Christmas cookies.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Chocolate chip
and no
cookies.
more cake.
Chocolate chip cookies, fine. Yeah, that's way easier for me to lose.
No. But just as cookies in general, just all cookies.
You know.
Yeah.
You know what is becoming so apparent to me so quickly.
Mm.
The ease in which you said cookies reminded me that you've never tried Mandy's cookies.
Why did I know you were gonna
I
say
have not.
Mandy's?
I've never tried Mandy's cookies.
I have not.
It would change
it'll change your whole perception on what it means to be a cookie.
Okay.
There's some really good cookies that have like they're like thicker and they're like you warm them up and they're all gooey and they have all these different ingredients in them. They're, like,
This
amazing.
Mandy's cookie,
gourmet.
it was just
Mark,
perfect.
this cookie is the best cookie,
Mm.
the best chocolate chip cookie on this earth.
Is it
And
soft?
that is
we're
not an
not
overstatement.
sponsored by Mandy's.
We are not.
Is it
But
soft?
we'd
Is it
like
so-
to be.
Is it soft?
It is soft.
Because there's one that I had randomly at the mall that I work at, and I walked up to this little booth, and this lady was selling cookies, and they were kind of like the shape of like a half, almost like a hill. They were like flat, and then it had like a little bit of a round bump to it.
A semicircle, if you
Semicircle,
will.
sure. Just not as round on the top.
Right.
Like kind of like, it was the best shit I've ever had in my life. I couldn't believe it. I bit into it,
Yeah.
and because it had that mound to it, when you bit inside, it was like soft and gooey on the inside, and there was like melted white chocolate and melted chocolate.
Oh, wow.
It was
Crazy.
unbelievable good. Unbelievable.
Now,
good.
before I give my picks, just for those who don't know, Mandy's is a cafe in Toronto.
I didn't even know that.
It's
Yeah.
actually multiple chains. There's
It's
more
a
than one.
chain?
There's more than one.
No way.
I've seen it in more places.
Well,
in
for those
Toronto.
who live in Toronto, go check it out. It's in Ossington.
Can I toss
Okay.
out a random sidebar?
Go ahead.
I had a holy shake for the first
Oh,
time.
I've never tried it before.
the
They're
other
good.
day.
They're mid. Right?
It was delicious.
Expensive as hell.
Way overpriced.
Really
I've heard
Way
that.
overpriced.
Very, very
and then you get to
overpriced.
keep the glass bottle,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Hey, if you bring the glass bottle back, you get 5% off your next like." shot."
5%.
You
And
save,
I was
you,
like-
save, you save 50 cents. Or
And I almost wanted to like throw the bottle in the guy's face and be like, "Yeah, you can keep the bottle for free, you shitbag."
Oh my!
Anyway-
Oh my! Oh my
He
god!
smashed it over the poor lady's head that's working.
Anyways, Mandy's and Holy Shake sponsor us.
All right,
So
Patrick.
for me, and this is making
Don't.
some of you guys
Don't.
go up in arms.
He's
Here
going to
we
say
go.
Fries is out.
Oh my god!
Honestly, Patrick, I was thinking about
Wow.
it.
Fry-
I was
Kidding
thinking about it.
Patrick,
I'm not
any
kidding you. Fries is out without a doubt.
you know why I don't buy you know why I believe that?
Yeah.
It's because he would get like a burger, but I've seen him sub out for like salad before. So
Always.
I don't
whenever we're eating at Ivy, always a salad.
I'd like to rebuttal Mark's point. Fuck you in the mouth because no
Greek.
sweet potato fries.
no more sweet potato fries. Those are fries. No more fries.
Patrick, you
ever.
can have sweet potato though in the oven, just cut up. You're
Yeah,
Nah, I'm
fine.
fine with that.
You can't have fried. You can't have any fried potato. No fried. No. You can have
That's
like
fine.
a. You can have. I guess you could have like a fried chip.
Can I
that's like
bake
a,
a
chip.
sweet potato though?
You can bake a sweet potato. You just
Then
Like
that's
you
fine.
did. A baked sweet potato.
yeah.
Yeah, but can I cut it up into pieces?
No.
You
Does,
can't- you can't
does
make it
fried
fried.
Can I
count
cut it up
as-
into
what about
squares?
air frying? Air frying?
Patrick, you can make
Into
it.
cubes? Cubes aren't
No, no,
fries.
no. Do whatever you want with it, but you can't have like oblong fried.
That's fine. That is more than okay.
But you're-
You're
okay,
fine
man.
sacrificing sweet potato fries.
Patrick,
Yes.
how many
Okay.
restaurants are you going to go to that have like diced up square cut? Like it's you're not going to really find it all that
called
much.
hash
I'm not
browns.
the listen. You guys are so in love with fries. It's scary to me. Fries
Also,
are not
by the
all
way,
that.
by the way,
fries are not all that, and especially McDonald's fries
By the
are
way-
not all
That's
that.
crazy.
by the way, I kind of agree a little bit, but also no more poutine. You can't have poutine
That's
because
fine.
there's fries in there.
That is fine. And I'm gonna say something crazy.
Yeah,
Wendy's fries better than McDonald's fries. Both of them not great. Okay.
Maddie's gonna have an aneurysm.
So that was my first
That's
thing.
one.
I'm taking out fries.
I'll just toss out
And
that
I'm taking out-
Patrick's entire family is suddenly home, so
Yeah.
there might
we
be
have
some
guests.
background
we have
noise.
guests home.
So forgive us.
And soda. Soda.
See, okay,
Listen,
here's the thing.
yeah.
Let me just jump in real quick. Mark sacrificing soda, Malcolm sacrificing soda, and you
already said
sacrificing
soda?
soda.
I think it's gonna be one of
Oh
my.
yeah, Matty, you're not sacrificing soda.
I am fine with that because personally, love soda, don't want to give it up. A like ginger ale, an orange crush.
Oh, orange
My
Crush
mom
is
just
so
brought
good.
home the Portuguese place in town by the mall. That's like a newer kind of place that they do like the chicken and potatoes and everything. They sell the Brazilian one, the guaraná that I love. Because my mom brought me home a couple cans like the last time we had it.
Yeah.
Guaraná, orange crush, ginger ale, like a cold pop. I like arguably almost as much, if not more, than like
A cold glass of
beer
water
on like a
Oh.
summer day or like
for
a cocktail
you.
or whatever. Like I like a good soda every now and then.
I want.
You getting rid of it though, the three of you, to me, I'm like, you know what? Okay, if you're not soda people, sure. But to put French fries on the altar like you just did, the sacrificial altar before God,
Here's what I'm gonna
notice
say.
notice
is
what I
such a
did.
crime.
Notice what I did. I did something for the betterment of my health. There's
Everything's
many
equally as
there's,
shitty on
I
there's-
didn't do something better for my health. No
there-
more cake and cookies.
There are many people who say that having
a soda.
a fries and burger is worse than having two burgers.
Sure.
So I'm taking out that temptation, that crazy,
That's
terrible,
why you did it.
crazy, terrible.
Don't
thing.
act like
Just
you're better
tech-
than me when you're gonna turn around and shove a piece of cake in your mouth and
But
some
also-
cookies. Don't act like you're better than me.
I'm gonna defend Patrick here a little bit.
Please try.
Because to me, when I'm looking at this list, if you told me three have to go forever, fries might be the third. Because here's the thing, I love chocolate more than almost anything. Cheeseburgers are one of my favorite salty foods ever. Pizza are like I love pizza. Cookies have been a favorite snack of mine since I was a kid. I already got rid of chips and the soda. So to me, it's like between ice cream. I love ice cream, so it'd be basically between cake and fries. And I like cake more than I like fries. I'd rather have
Fucking carrot cake.
Cake, honestly-
red velvet.
honestly cake
What?
and fries are almost interchangeable to me. It's tight.
Okay, Malcolm, give her two.
I want a confirmation.
Mm.
Does Fruitopia or Nestea count as soda?
They do
No.
not.
Any carbonated drink.
Only
counts as soda.
carbonated.
Yes.
Yes.
That's easy for me. I don't like carbonation.
Okay, so
Okay,
soda's
so he's
gone.
getting rid of soda.
Soda's gone. And after a lot of hard thinking,
Don't do it.
I was thinking about fries because I was like, do I really eat them that much? And I was like, I love fries and I need them with my meal. I
Mhm.
want sweet potato fries
You
at Ivy
need
Arms.
them.
Patrick,
I
anytime you go to a restaurant, you get a sandwich or something. It's always
Mhm.
with a side of fries
I
or
want-
sweet potato
Yeah,
fries.
but for
or-
me, you already said it. I
Fish
get
and
Greek
chips?
salad
Fish
at
and
Ivy
chips?
Arms.
Yeah.
No,
I
fish and
want
chips.
Just fish?
That's fine. I love fish,
Fish
and
and
I can
salad.
have it without chips.
fish and salad.
Fish and salad.
Fish and salad is more than okay.
Ew.
What did I have? I had fish and salad when we went to Fish and Chips, just you and I.
Didn't it come with fries automatically, or did
It
you
does-
sub it?
I
you
out?
can
subbed it
sub it,
out.
I
Oh,
think.
you might have subbed it out for
So let's
fish.
get back
or,
to let's get back to Malcolm
salad,
here.
yes.
What's your second one, Malcolm?
It's cake.
Yes.
I got rid of
Ooh.
cake.
Let's go.
When I think about cake, look at everything up here, I'm like, what do I have more often and what is usually better? And cake
Mhm.
isn't up high on that list. When I eat cake, it's usually just
Okay.
average
That's
or
true.
actually like pretty
You
bad.
haven't had a cake
No, no,
from
no.
La Rose then.
No, here's the thing though. It's like I kind of agree with what Malcolm is saying, and it's because I feel like a really good cake is rare. Most cakes are just whatever.
Here's the other
I-
thing, though.
I agree.
To Malcolm's point that I didn't even think about that makes sense. Think about how often you're eating these foods. How often are you really having cake that not having it is going to be like
It's
a
basically
detriment?
It's
Whereas to
basically
me,
just a
it's like
birthday, you know.
pizza or ice cream, for example. It's
All the
like
time.
never sacrificing those because I have those often personally, and I can have them
Like-
whenever I want. I know you could have cake whenever you want, but
No,
I'm
but-
saying like how often are you like I'm going to go to
Yeah.
the store to acquire
No,
myself
I agree with you.
cake
When
today.
are you ever really eating cake other than like a birthday?
birthday.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I used to acquire cake a little too often when I was in Michigan. I would just go to the store and
Just
I'd
buy
just
a
get
bag, buy a
myself a
box.
whole big
For
strawberry
yourself to
for
eat?
myself to eat. A big strawberry shortcake, and I just fucking down it while I was watching Family Guy like a fat ass.
Malcolm was living like
Damn.
Larry.
But since then, I progressed from cake, and my past few experiences with them haven't been very good. I was in Hungary, and I stopped at like there's a bunch of nice looking cafes. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna get a slice of cake and eat a slice of cake. Ate it, terrible. I was like, I don't.
Great and representative of all
Is
cases.
this all? Okay,
No,
but
it's
is
just
it-
I'm just saying that
I was gonna say
I
the
don't
same thing.
have-
It's
I
probably
don't-
just a bad place.
I don't have a good cake that often, so I'm willing to sacrifice it for all the bad times.
Honestly,
that I have.
ice cream. By the way, just to interrupt real quick,
Yeah.
ice cream cake to me is almost better than any cake I've ever tried.
Ice
so
cream
like,
cake is incredible.
I'd rather just get ice cream.
Baskin Robbins, baby.
I'm about to take Matty to the next level. For
Here we
me,
go.
third and could arguably be second is chips.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I said
It's
chips and
definitely-
soda.
be.
It's
It could be.
definitely
Even chips-
third and could
How often
arguably
do
be
how
second.
often do you eat chips other than like if you're going to some
An
sort of
event.
function and they have like a bowl of chips? Other than that, you're not many people buy bags of chips for themselves.
I'm not into it
But
anymore.
see, even chips I could understand getting rid of because for me personally, chips are my favorite snack food. And like of my, as I've disclosed to you guys over years, which I will now break down for the audience, I have the 4 pillars of the snack food kingdom, the 4 P's, if you will: potato chips, pretzels, peanuts, popcorn.
Pretzels should not have their own
The
category.
4 P's, the 4 pretzel, or the 4
Right.
pillars of the
You're
snack
absolutely
food
right
kingdom.
about that.
You're all stupid.
But pretzels are good, but like, why are they having their own pillar? Is what
Because
I'm saying.
they're my like 4 snack foods that like make up the snack food kingdom. And so to me it's like, again, you guys aren't necessarily like chip people. Or
Thought you
did
were
you just
gonna
rip
kiss him.
ass? Pat, you just ripped ass and tried to play it off because it was a quiet one, unlike Malcolm who's got a loud butt. So even chips I could like kind of understand. Although no more spicy die cut chips at the works. Are you kidding me?
No,
it's third.
They took them off.
It's third.
Oh.
I didn't pick it.
No. I was gonna say something to Malcolm earlier from something he said, but now I can't remember. Malcolm, what did you say earlier? Something
I don't
about
know.
cake.
It's just I'm
Oh,
willing
he
to
ate like a fat-
sacrifice
oh.
the couple good times that I have a good cake for all the bad times that I have cake.
But honestly, I think
don't
that the argument that Matty made of like generally like frequency for yourself, like I frequently eat cheeseburgers, cookies, pizza, ice cream, and chocolate.
Much more frequently than anything else on this list.
That's right. And
Like
and I have-
soda is basically like a never. It's
for
almost
me,
a never.
for me, soda's only if I like get a meal that comes with a soda, and I'm like, sure, I'll drink it. But I don't like go out of my way to get it. So to me, it's like soda and chips are relatively easy. Cake is a close second that I might get rid of because I don't eat it much often at all, and like when I do, it's always okay. And my favorite cake that I've ever tried was like an ice cream cake. So yeah, well, anyway, that was my. I'm gonna be honest.
I like these.
Listen, can we all pick a number 1 favorite item on this list?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. I already have an answer.
I already know what is going to be between.
The
I
problem
just-
is we're having
not
sweet
creating-
and salty.
yeah, they're
How
not
about this?
creating
All right,
Pick
pick
one
one
sweet,
sweet,
one
one
salty.
salty.
I got my answers. Boom. Boom. Can I say?
Oh, it's so hard.
Can I say?
Salty's so hard.
I'm just gonna say right away.
Say
Go
it.
ahead.
Cheeseburger for salty,
Okay.
And ice cream.
and for sweet, I'm gonna say ice cream because I can have chocolate sauce or something. But like actual like bars of chocolate, I can sacrifice.
This is really hard.
I'm gonna go pizza and ice cream
Hmm.
to keep,
That's solid.
or like what
You
my
like
best.
you like pizza more than a good cheeseburger? A good pizza slice more than a good cheeseburger?
Yeah.
That's blasphemy.
I'm going with Mark. I'm going with cheeseburger and ice cream. Although
my
it was
God.
very, very
Yeah.
hard to not choose pizza.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I've had more. A good cheeseburgers are like amazing, and but,
easier
like
to come by.
I feel like even a really good margarita, it's never like I've never had a pizza that's like this is a mind blowing pizza. It's like a really good pizza. It's super solid, but there's a ceiling that I don't hit when I eat a burger. When I eat some
Honestly-
burgers that are like holy shit, this is an incredible burger.
Honestly, I've hit that ceiling with pizza where I've been like, this is the greatest thing I've ever tasted. I could eat it every single day
Damn.
for the rest of my life and
Mm.
never get tired of it. But it's not often that I have that experience. With
Sure.
cheeseburgers, it's way more often. I
See, you
love
guys are
them
I
looking at it
overall,
at the
more
highest
overall.
end, but to me,
Yeah.
it's working in the
Consistency.
lower end, where it's
Mm.
like a lower end pizza is gonna be better than
Garbage.
a lower
Could be.
end burger. To
That's
me.
true. It could be, but also you know what I was gonna say. I went bowling with Vanya like recently,
No, you didn't.
and I ordered a burger from there, and it was unbelievable. I couldn't believe how good it was.
At the
It didn't-
bowling alley?
It didn't make sense at the bowling alley.
See, but I find
I had
like
a bowling
that could
alley-
be a topic in and of itself. Where I feel like it's like
Hidden
food.
gems?
Yeah, like food at like random ass places, like a bowling alley, where you're like,
Mhm.
well, this is gonna be whatever, and then you eat it. And I'm not even talking like a hole in the wall restaurant. I'm talking like IKEA
Yeah.
having unbelievably good Swedish meatballs for
Sure,
some
yeah.
reason.
But
Like, where it
honestly,
defies
like,
logic.
the
Everything
the
else
cheese-
is kind of garbage,
The,
though.
the cheeseburger at the bowling alley was cooked to fucking perfection. It was unbelievable. It wasn't dry at all.
Compliments to the chef.
Yeah, compliments to the bowling alley chef.
I'm gonna pick pizza for a specific reason.
Okay.
Cheeseburger is specific in the burger world.
You could just do a you could just do a hamburger.
There are many burgers I like that are not pure cheeseburgers.
But what I'm saying though, what I'm gonna say,
yeah.
you can't have a burger with cheese on it. That's all. You can't have a burger with cheese on it. You can have a burger with no cheese, like you're saying, I guess. But you can't put cheese on there.
You can put peanut butter, whatever you want.
Well, that says cheeseburger, Mark.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, just to be clear, a cheeseburger isn't necessarily a specific concoction of things. It's just like there's cheese on the burger. And it could be
Yes.
other shit too. You could have bacon, lettuce, tomatoes, all this
But-
shit.
but to
if
me-
there's cheese on there, it's a cheeseburger.
No. Because to me, that's
No?
not what it is. A cheeseburger is
No.
yeah.
Bro,
But-
but cheeseburgers, you can edit
No,
things on
no-
them.
Yeah, but no one says, okay, do you want a cheeseburger? And that comes out with bacon, barbecue sauce, and all this other.
That's
pulled,
a bacon
pulled,
cheeseburger.
Pulled pork and all this.
No, but isn't a bacon cheeseburger under the umbrella of cheeseburger?
I don't think
It's
that
just
it
an
is.
add-on?
I guess
What
when
do
it
you
says
think?
I
cheese,
don't think that it is.
I don't know. When it says cheeseburger here, I assume it means like all the versions of
If
cheeseburger.
No,
my,
but
if
okay,
my
if I go
interpretation is correct,
Yeah.
in that it's just cheeseburgers, it's not all this extra stuff.
No, dude, there's no way what that means is like, well, first of all, the picture has pickles and shit on it, but I'd take pickles off. So to me, it's like, I just think a cheeseburger is a burger with cheese on it. It could have other shit on it and still be a cheeseburger.
For me, a cheeseburger is a burger with cheese on it and other sometimes classic condiments.
But bacon is a classic thing of people are like, oh, do you want you want bacon on your cheeseburger? it's still a
It's
cheeseburger.
classic in a sense, but it's not standard.
It's decently standard to have a bacon cheeseburger. It's still, but like to me,
But
it's like
notice how it's always
No,
a
but it-
bacon cheeseburger. You'll never
no,
ask
but what's
for
the
a cheese.
base?
You'll never ask for a cheese. But this is my logic to it. Ask for a cheeseburger. What's gonna come out? Don't specify what's gonna come
No,
out.
but people edit-
Bacon won't come in it.
No, but if you just edit something, like if I take pickles off of it, it doesn't make it not a cheeseburger anymore. And if I put bacon onto it, it's still the base is still a cheeseburger. I'm just editing the topping on it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of agree with Patrick a little bit because there's a cheeseburger and there's a bacon cheeseburger.
No,
and
but
there's a
what's the-
specific name for a bacon cheeseburger at
But
majority of
it's
restaurants.
still called you're still calling it a cheeseburger.
No,
though.
but what he's saying is there's restaurants have gimmicky names for like different kinds of
understand
burgers,
yeah,
and they're differentiated. Like
but you wouldn't differentiate like if you said if I picked ice cream as like being off my list,
yeah,
I can't just be like, oh, like I could eat a sundae because it's not like just ice cream. It has a bunch of shit and it's like different from ice cream now. It's like no, the base is still ice cream.
I understand.
So
that.
same thing with cheeseburger. If you add shit,
I
it's
don't
still
think
a
they're equal
cheeseburger.
though. I don't think they're
Okay.
equal though. But anyways, if what I'm saying is correct, then I'm picking pizza. If what I'm saying is not correct
What
and
do
it
you mean?
includes the other stuff,
Mm.
like my interpretation of it, I would pick burger to be honest.
But to me, if what you're saying is correct, then why would anyone ever choose cheeseburger? Because you could just have
'Cause
you could
a
love
million
chick-
other
you
burgers.
could love a cheeseburger.
Here's
No,
what
no,
I'm
no.
gonna toss
Like
out. I think
yeah.
you're a bit of a weasel because I
That's
know
what
it
I'm saying.
says cheeseburger, but to me it's burgers.
Exactly.
Period.
To you, it's burgers.
Like when it
period?
says one has to go forever, if you pick cheeseburger,
You can't just have
You
a-
can't
yeah.
just be like, I'm never gonna eat a cheeseburger
In its
again.
classic
but I'll
component,
eat like
yeah.
a Big Mac. Or
That's what
whatever
I'm
the fuck.
saying, dude.
Okay. Okay.
Wait. I was talking to.
But you were
I know, but
mentioning
he
specifically
phrased
the
it
cheese
differently.
thing. I'm just saying to me, like a patty. Even if your burger was a patty on just buns, no toppings. Even that to me, like you don't get that.
That's still dubious for sure. But to me, it's like at the very least, what you can't have is a burger with cheese on it. At the very least, it's to me, it's up in the air whether you can have a plain beef with bread. That's still arguable. I might agree with Matty that it doesn't count. You can't have it. But to me, it's like you can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna have a different concoction version of cheeseburger.
Gotcha.
Sound
Okay.
off in the comments
I
where
didn't give my
Patrick lands
two.
on
Oh.
the weasel spectrum.
Scumbag spectrum. Patrick, what's
Lot
your
of spectrums.
what's your sweet?
So you're keeping pizza if you had to keep two.
I'm keeping burgers.
Whoa.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Why would anyone ever keep burgers if it's what you were saying? Which is you could just do a million other
I
things.
love pizza, but honestly, thinking back in my life to the high points of eating both those foods, burgers
are way better.
take me to a level
Yup.
high, far above
High in the
pizza
sky.
could ever
And
So
the-
bring me
you
to.
all three of you said you'd keep burgers.
Yeah.
So
And
you're telling
ice
me that
cream.
I walk a lonely road.
Yes,
the
the
only
only one
one
you'll
that
ever know.
But
yes.
but to me,
and
but to
my
me,
sweet.
But yeah, sorry, but real quick.
Okay.
Burgers to me are also way more versatile than pizzas. Pizzas you can have some.
That is a silly thing.
No, it's not. Let me just say.
I was
To me, I think the idea of like you can make so many different tastes, but like pizza, it's like you have this open face thing. You can have a slightly different toppings on it, but the base is so similar. Of like a cheeseburger, you can make it like sweet. You can make it sweet and salty. You can make it like
you
so
do the
many
same thing
different
with a
things.
pizza.
Mark-
Mark's a
Mark-
lunatic and he doesn't know. what he's talking about.
Mark, that's a point you're bringing up, and to counter that, I'm gonna say one line.
Mm.
Can I has cheeseburger?
What? what are you talking
Cheeseburger
about?
pizza.
Cheeseburger pizza.
Oh, I
That's
see.
how versatile
You're
it
saying
is.
you could do. Oh, that's fair. You
Yeah.
can't do a pizza cheeseburger. So
You
wait,
definitely
You can't
could.
do a pizza cheeseburger.
You can do whatever you want.
can't
when
do
you
a
do those
cheeseburger.
things.
you can't do a pizza cheeseburger.
You can't
I'm
do a
agreeing
pizza
with you.
cheeseburger.
You can do.
You can do a pizza cheeseburger.
You can do a cheese. Wait, hold on.
What are you talking
You
about?
can do a cheeseburger pizza.
Yeah.
Not a
You
pizza
can't do a
cheeseburger.
pizza
You could
cheeseburger.
put tomato sauce on it, pepperoni. You can do
So,
it.
so you're
guess.
helping me and saying that burgers are also versatile.
I don't think it's.
We never
one
said
or the
burgers
other.
won't. You're the one that said pizza isn't.
No, I'm not saying pizza's not versatile.
You did.
No,
Ups.
no.
Clip.
No,
This
wait,
is
wait,
going
wait.
too far.
Didn't I say that cheeseburgers are more versatile? I'm not saying that pizzas are not versatile. I'm saying pizzas
Oh,
are.
you did say that.
Pizzas
That's
are
right.
very versatile, but I just feel like to me, I can mess around more with a cheeseburger.
You cannot.
To
You
me,
can
they
mess
are. To
around.
me, they
You
are on.
definitely
To me,
can.
they are on equal footing in terms of
Sure.
like how much.
I would argue
I agree.
pizza.
I
I would
might
argue pizza is more versatile. I would definitely argue that.
I
Well-
consider how wacky you are. Pizza or burgers could be more versatile because the works you got a fucking what is it?
Dude, you
Peanut
could-
butter,
yeah, you could do it.
chocolate
You know what-
Reese's Pieces burger.
Also, you
We're
could do
splitting hairs here.
you could do different cuts of meat. You can do like Wagyu beef. You can do whatever. You could also do cheese. You could do some like jam, some peanut butter chocolate thing that you did. You could do like
But
you
you
could
can
do
put all that on pizza too, which is why I'm
Yeah.
saying to me they're like equal in terms
Yeah.
of like how versatile they are.
But also, we could make
But
that
pizza
argument
can
with any
also.
food,
But
you
no,
know?
no. But
Sure.
pizza can also come in panzerotti form.
Does that count as
thin
pizza?
crust.
Does that
That's
count as
not pizza.
pizza?
That's not
I don't think that's pizza
That's
anymore.
panzerotti.
To
Okay.
me, even if it's
calzone.
just like pizza, you have the crust. Well, what type of bread is it? Is it thin, regular, or deep dish? Or
And you
any
can
of these
also
other
have like
things?
white sauce
Are you
pizza.
using white sauce? Are you using
Yeah.
tomato sauce? Are you using pepperoni? Are you using a million other meats? Are you using normal cheese? Are you using this cheese? Like there's a million options, different sauces, whatever.
Honestly, I
And to me,
changed my mind. Pizza's more versatile.
Burgers are
There
this.
you go.
I'm still saying they're equal. 'Cause
You're an
burgers,
idiot.
it's the same
Okay.
thing where it's like what bun are you using?
my-
What meat
my
are you
con-
using?
You're
What
an
toppings are you
My,
using?
Idiot!
Well,
Idiot!
Listen,
to me-
can I say my sweet thing?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
we still haven't gotten your sweet.
Go ahead.
My sweet is chocolate.
Okay.
Okay. That's
So
good.
burgers and chocolate,
Yeah.
burgers and ice cream,
Burgers and ice cream.
pizza and ice cream.
And then also we'd remove chips and soda, cookies and cake, and then also
No.
Fries and soda.
fries and
Soda
soda.
and cake. Soda and cake.
Oh, you were keeping chips. Okay.
Keeping chips, yeah.
Okay.
I like chips.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Thanks for listening,
this
everybody.
has been your episode of Wildly Adequate.
Please like and
A
comment.
show about anything, everything, usually nothing, because I didn't really do the intro in the beginning. 'cause
Follow
we're
Matty on
Family
Instagram.
Feud. Follow me
So
specifically
loud.
on Instagram.
Follow Matty on Instagram.
Check.
Follow Matthew on Instagram.
Please check out not only my Instagram, but also our Instagram. We also have a TikTok. We're on Spotify, YouTube. Not even going to mention
Google
the
Play.
other one. Google.
Not a single watch time minute.
Who will be our first Google Podcast subscriber? That's
Number
for
one
First
thing?
you
Google
to-
podcast listener will get a
You
shout
get a
out.
shout out.
Imagine
you
if
get
you
a shout out in
become
the chat.
Imagine if you become the first Google Podcast listener, and then we blow up, and then you're the first
You
one.
were
We'll
there
give
on
you
the
something.
ground floor.
First and last.
So we're everywhere.
How about this? We're gonna make a commitment.
Mm.
The first person to become a Google Podcast listener, and then if we become famous, they get 5% of our stock.
How about no?
How about we give them a crisp high five and a shout
How
out?
about you
I thank
can?
you,
How
sir.
about
How
you
about we
can
let
come
them-
on the show?
Yeah, how about we let them come on the show?
Sure, yeah, you can
Yeah,
guess.
but what if it's
5%
like
of the company.
What if it's like some? What if it's like
But
some?
to me, it's like
sick
the
weirdo?
odds that we're gonna become like multi-billionaires because of this is so.
We're gonna have to
slim.
interview
might
you
as well
before you
wait.
come onto the show,
I'm
though.
not trying to gamble that still.
Malcolm brings
Alright.
up a good point.
What?
If we're gonna bring you on the show, we have to do a screening first. To
Yeah.
make sure you're not gonna like.
Because you're
kill him.
coming. You're
Yeah,
coming.
and if you don't pass the screening, the second person to follow us on Google Podcast is next.
And they also have to pass the screening to make sure they won't kill and eat us.
Everyone has to pass a screening.
Would anybody like us to sound off as we go around the horn before
Yes.
we go? Malcolm,
Wait,
what would
what?
you like to sound off on before
Oh.
we go?
I thought you were saying something else.
To be honest, I like these choice
Yeah.
like activities.
I feel kind of
I-
lazy. I,
I-
feel kind of lazy doing it, to be honest. 'Cause
It
to me, it's like,
is.
yeah.
But it's still pretty.
I gotta
Sparks
go.
good
fun
conversation.
conversation.
I'd say
for me.
so.
Malcolm, as our 2-game winner today, what do you have to say for
Alright.
yourself?
He's the king of games
They,
of Wild
they
Wild
don't
West.
know me, son.
That's right, David Goggins.
Can you say that
They
again?
don't.
They don't know me, son.
They don't.
You know what I was gonna? I'm like thinking while he was doing the speed run Family Feud thing, like when I was guessing the answers in my head, I would have done better than him, and that pisses me off.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank
See ya.
you.
Good night.